back to Evrand number 114. Also, welcome to all the new people who are subscribing and watching live right now because of the giveaway that just went live a few minutes before the stream started. So I don't know how many of you are actually here at the moment, but looks like quite a few of you.
Hello.
So, welcome. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons here for you. There is a lot to catch up on. So I will do my best to give you a very quick primer on what has happened. But we're actually in an effort to help those who want to jump in. We're in the end game of the campaign at this point. We're 114 sessions in, so that's pretty standard. But in accordance with that, there's a lot of catch up to be done. So if you want to jump in now, right now you could basically get a recap for episodes 1 through 49 in a relatively short period of time, and then have to watch 70-something episodes to catch yourself up to current. So we are in the process of working on recaps to cover story arcs post episode 49, probably up to right about where we're at now, and that'll get you can jump in a little quicker, and if you want to go back and watch the full thing, you can. But that's that. We'll see what happens there. Also, let us know if that guitar is too loud or too distracting.
If you don't like it, that's fine. I'll put it away.
So, but yeah, no. The important thing is to people come over here because the giveaway, and then hopefully they hang around. So this campaign is a homebrew campaign that started 3 years ago.
I think.
I mean, I'm getting like 125 Tuesdays ago, somewhere in that.
Yeah, because the evil game came in.
Roughly
Tuesdays.
3 years.
Yeah, so basically it started off as just my homebrew campaign in my homebrew world, and that was it. They didn't really know the storyline. We were just going to go through it very quickly.
Still don't know the storyline.
Still don't know because No, you still don't.
We're getting there though.
We know this storyline.
Isn't this the storyline?
This is
technically it's what happened, so it's the storyline.
Well, thank you for your technicality, Jake. But anyway, the point being, the party very quickly derailed the main storyline by unearthing an ancient evil, which dominated the storyline for a long time, until, through really no fault of anyone but my own, and the random luck of the draw from a singular deck of many things card, the Fates card, which allows you to rewrite a timeline, or change an event as though it never happened. So basically, about 60-ish episodes of content were based around trying to figure out how to deal with this elder evil and all the things that went associated with it, which, after the Deck of Many Things card was drawn, was immediately rewritten, so that never happened. So I had to change gears to do the new campaign. Then I had to change gears to figure out what I was going to do for the new campaign. And that is what you see currently. So what's happening is the party has kind of started or reinvigorated an old group of protectors that was existing in the realms, and they've kind of been tasked with a prophecy to rebalance things. Capital B, balance. The realms are out of sync. You guys need to figure out how to fix that. And part of this was to gather a group of 12 total heroes from a variety of different realms. Some were dead, some were alive, some shifted and changed as time went on. So the party has gathered that group of 12, and then they were split off into 3 groups of 4 to go and deal with 3 separate missions. They're all happening simultaneously. Mission 1, which was a trip to Barovia to deal with an ancient evil there, that has been completed, but we are in a simultaneous storyline here, which is the original team plus Strahd. It's a long story. The original team plus Strahd and I say the original team, I mean the original team from 5 or 6 years ago, from a campaign that ended in a TPK that no one got closure on. This is their 3rd time in different forms attempting to complete
closure
this campaign.
Gosh. I love these characters. They're the
Right, I'm
worst.
okay with that.
We're the best, morally.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, no doubt.
So this party is attempting to complete their original mission, which is part of the balance, and that takes them to Faerun, plane hopping or realm hopping, as it were, to my homebrew version of Faerun. And one thing that was always eluding them, which started off as a joke and then became a driving factor, was the city of Flavortown. Yes, that Flavortown. And the rumor was people went there and they never left. And the party never really figured out why, but they were going to go there and try and figure it out. And we joined them
darn it.
today, going to attempt to try and figure it out. And we have traversed overland. The party teleported to a homemade town known as Zookville. And then from Zookville, they traveled basically almost due east from Zookville towards Flavortown, which they are on their way. They've traveled 19 days.
Yeah, 21 now. We have
20
gotten to 21, but nothing has happened yet on the 21st day.
Yes. 21 days out of their total of 36.
Yes.
Overland. They have since encountered some interesting beings. They encountered a large cat man made of ice cream.
Yeah, that jerk.
Who offered them free ice cream.
Free, wonderful, delicious ice cream.
And then
I was
also
talking about Flynn.
It was
That jerk.
Batman the Animated Series grappling hook guns. And then they fought a bunch of spiders that were made out of French fried potatoes that shot hot grease at them.
Hot grease.
And that's basically what happened to the party so far. And now we join them at the start of day 21.
Drinking a nice cup of coffee.
Yes, as they approach the town of Flavortown overland. And things have started to get more desolate. It's been kind of, not necessarily lush, but standard what you'd expect to see along the road, trees and whatnot. And as they have been getting closer, you've been seeing things get more and more sparse as you move along. So here we find ourselves now outside a couple days, actually 15 days rather, outside of Flavortown. And so you guys wake up and yeah, as you look forward, it looks starting to look almost desert-like in front of you, which is not what the map dictates will be there as you get closer to Flavortown. So it doesn't necessarily feel, I guess wasteland's a better way, but it doesn't actually feel hot, just open spaces with not a lot of stuff there.
Is there like the Mirage?
Yeah, because that's cool.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna switch up some spell stuff in this morning.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that Flynn starts every day with a twin spell, Death Ward on himself, and you get auto Death Ward. You get.
I have a Death Ward.
You have a.
I also have the spell Death Ward.
Okay.
So I can do that to somebody else.
Flint and Bruce.
All right.
Okay.
So
I'll start my day off casting Death Ward on Clyde.
Thanks.
So everybody has a death ward of some kind.
Yeah.
And then I want to take a short hour rest while Clyde has her coffee. Can't rush Clyde's morning coffee.
From my pocket, can I get like a jumbo-sized breakfast sandwich that I can cut into thirds for everybody?
I think
I think it's specified. It's enough for one person. So we could all have a quarter of a breakfast
So
sandwich.
everybody, here's your bland rations and a bite of something yummy.
Cool. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's great.
I actually, that's one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to prep
You said it was a bite.
Food and drink.
You specified a single bite. I was just doing
I did this to me.
All right, so you guys do that. Anybody else have any other funky spell preparations that need to be done?
No,
I
I'm
switched
happy
out
with
some
my spell
spells.
list.
Just
Okay, that's
I don't
yeah,
know
just
but were you saying it's hot or just like
Not hot,
just
but barren.
barren?
yes.
Oh, I was like, I want to try to like help nature.
We can do that tomorrow.
What we'll do is we'll help nature by stopping Flavortown, and then nature will come back naturally.
Or having Flavortown go. I don't really know what the issue is, so I don't know how to
Yes, we never figured that out.
We can't just push Flavortown somewhere else.
No, but maybe we
I
gotta...
think that's a great idea.
Maybe we gotta kickstart
Unless
it.
there's like a chasm that we could like push it to the bottom of and then like throw a giant worm on top of it.
Bruce, can you make a thing that knocks over a city? Because you got that cool punchy gloves.
It's like
Similar.
maybe a little bit out of my
Maybe we can create a...
expertise. Perhaps maybe.
You know what? We got 15 more days to get there. You think about it, bro.
It is okay.
Maybe we can
feel like
create
Siege
an
is a
earthquake and have it
consideration.
sink.
Yeah. To be fair, are there still trees at all?
Few.
Okay. But at any point, Doug, we could just like go someplace if we forgot something or whatever. We could just tree out of here and then tree back to that tree that we just treed from.
Are there any like... So like with Druidcraft, it says you can make like a flower blossom or a seed pod open or a leaf bud bloom.
Yes.
Can I just like cast in and see if there are like nature seeds out in the barren wasteland and try to make them grow?
So you are trying
Or
to
does it
find
have to be
a
like,
seed
this
in
is
a
a seed?
wasteland, is what it sounds like.
I don't know, maybe there's someone in the ground.
I'm not going to say you can't. You can certainly
That's what I'm
attempt
trying.
that. But like, how does this work? Are you just like...
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
Just like walking in a grid pattern. Oh, nope, this grid's empty. We'll go over here to this one. No.
I mean, kind of.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mango, for throwing that out there in the chat, explaining the process of flint bucks. Yeah, they pretty much are designed to donate charges or flint bucks of this flint. This
Yeah,
flint
this flint right
Flint
here.
bucks!
was the
Flint
flint
bucks.
of flint bucks. And yeah, also for
Oh.
donating trinkets.
Can I use locate animal or plants to find seeds?
If you want to spend a second level spell slot,
I can use my staff charges.
okay, sure.
Because it's only 2.
Okay.
We're not going to stop you.
Yeah.
It is only within 1,000 feet.
No. It's within 5 miles.
Is it?
It says describe or name a specific kind of beast or plant. Concentrating on the voice of nature in your surroundings, you learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles if any are present.
Interesting. Okay, so name
So
a
I'm gonna
specific
try
seed.
to. I want to try to find a tree seed.
A specific
A
tree
specific
seed. What kind of tree
tree?
seed?
Let me look around.
I was gonna say, can I look around and see what kind of trees are about?
Sure. We'll say there is a pine tree.
Cool. We're trying to find pine tree seed or pine cone.
Yeah.
We're trying to find pine cone.
Okay. You cast it, and it's one pine cone.
The nearest one.
The nearest one.
The one on the tree, right there.
So I'm gonna take one of those ones.
You have a pine cone now.
So, yeah, whatever.
I'm just. That's so.
Figuring it out. don't
Technically,
worry.
that's correct.
I'm gonna take some pine cones.
Okay, you have a bag of pine cones.
Because then I can use Druidcraft to make it sprout.
Tiny pine tree in your hand.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's
and then
that
tomorrow
much,
if I do
but-
get plant growth, then when we need to bug out, I can take the tiny tree seed and be like, kapow, tree!
Well, it's not like that.
It could be.
It's not though. Did you read it?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
Plant growth is like it doubles the harvest over the course of its natural time frame.
That's lame.
So it's not like bam tree. It's like
There should be a way to ban
you're
tree.
gonna do good,
I
little
think,
guy.
I think you can. But
Yeah,
you turn your staff into
you
a
can turn your
tree.
staff into it.
Yeah, but then I lose my
Yeah,
staff.
your staff. Yeah.
Well, you could turn it back, right?
You have
Yeah,
to come
but
back to it.
Yeah, you'd have to tree strike back at a later point. You'd
Yeah.
be leaving it unattended.
Well, if it's leave it unattended or die.
Yeah, we've never really been put in that situation. Let's hope not. Let's hope it doesn't happen.
I agree.
So, yeah, you guys continue, I guess, along your path towards Flavortown. You guys can make me perception checks. Unless you move at all.
Like your spiky dice.
19. Thank you. The only downside is I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not a downside, but you can't read any of the sides except for the one pointing out. But I guess functionally I don't need to.
16.
Fair enough.
16, 19.
19. Yeah.
14.
22. Alright, so as you guys are moving along, you can see kind of off in the distance, looks like a caravan. Not moving. Just like maybe up the road a ways, maybe like because it's pretty desolate. It's getting more desolate, so maybe like a mile up the road, and it just seems like it's kind of off to the side.
All right. I'm going to cast
Arcane Eye.
Arcane Eye.
We are on the same page. Buddy.
Send that over there.
I'm
Okay.
gonna keep watch because you're looking through the eye, right?
Yep.
You can't do both at the same time, or can you?
No, I can.
Oh, sweet. I'm still gonna keep watch.
Yeah, sir.
So just because it throws out there, Victory, you said, did I mention epic campaigns? Have I ever DM'd one? Do you mean like post level 20 or like level 17? Because that's what this is right now. So this is, if that's what you're referencing,
Oh, we've done
then
it.
we're doing that right now.
Yeah. Have we done it before?
Kind of.
We've gotten there.
And then died, but yeah, here we are.
But we tried.
We get a lot of places and die.
Okay, so you send off the Arcane Eye. Takes a few minutes because it takes a little while to get there.
What do you see now?
Trees. Actually, the lack of trees.
Yeah.
I see an absence of tree.
So yeah, you get closer and you can see that it is a like a covered like Oregon Trail covered wagon style like caravan, and it is clear kind of like broken down.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that there were the remnants of rains
Okay.
that have been, I mean, you know, looks like they were cut, maybe torn, something. There are no horses or
Okay.
beasts of burden that would pull it there.
Mm-hmm.
And like the canvas is like shredded,
Okay.
and like one of the wheels is like kind of broken. And if you go inside, you can see that there are like things seem like they were rummaged through and like ransacked,
Mm-hmm.
and the inside of it is just like there are blood stains and like old viscera and
Okay.
things in here.
I would like to.
That doesn't sound like the right tone of music for that.
I describe all this to you as I see it, and I want to make a perception check to see if I see prints of the beasts of burden leading the way.
Okay.
Ooh, that is so that's an 18 perception.
Is there a lot of like dust? I asked Flint.
Yeah, it looks like this happened a while ago, so you're not sure that the prints would still be there.
Okay,
Like stuff in here is slightly more preserved because of the remnants of the canvas.
okay, that makes sense.
Keeping the wind and stuff out,
Cool.
or some degree of it anyway.
Yeah, this is what I see. Is it dusty?
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell.
Like as dusty as the rest of it, or like does it look like something's left here recently?
Oh
Is it
no,
dusty?
it looks like the same.
Okay,
I
cool.
guess. Not like it doesn't
Like it's
seem
had
to-
like
No.
the wind blowing
Yeah.
through the wasteland.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Ew.
I think we should head over there while we.
Check it out.
Well, I was gonna keep checking out the area because
Okay.
it's a mile away, so
Oh,
it's
sure,
gonna
sure,
take us a little
sure.
while to get
Yeah.
there. So I was gonna have him keep
Okay.
checking the area
Okay.
for like ambush spots and stuff.
Nice.
But I think we could start heading over there because there's nothing overt.
I will fly up and scout around
Cool.
As
from
we're
above.
walking, can I cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Sure.
Just have it up,
Cool.
just in case.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great idea. Yeah. So I'm gonna have the eye just kind of scope out the area, going like down low into stuff to make sure to try and scope out any kind of ambush spots
Okay.
in the immediate area.
Yeah, I mean, as you guys make your way over there in the immediate area, you don't really see. Doesn't really seem like there's any, at least currently, any kind of ambush spots that like this is where they like something was probably here and then jumped out and attacked these
Oh
people.
no, I'm looking for is there
Currently-
something
I
currently
see.
there waiting for us?
No, you don't see anything.
Okay,
like
cool.
that.
Oh no, never mind. That never happened. That got erased. So never mind. I had a thought, but it does. It's like it's not relevant.
Cool.
Because
cool
we don't know about it.
Fair.
Oh, you know
Wanna
what?
try again?
Does it look like there were underground spider holes anywhere as I'm flying from above? Because we have dealt with underground spiders.
You can make me, I guess, a perception check at disadvantage because you're flying.
Come
Subscribers, is a bunch of broken down burden trail wagons?
It is A or
A 14.
Oh, okay.
You
Can't
don't
really
see
tell.
anything, and
Alright.
if there's wind blowing,
Oh,
Well, I was
It
gonna
would,
say, can I
yeah,
figure
sure,
out,
sure.
like, any
That
wildlife?
makes sense.
Or like try to detect if
Giant
something
trapdoor
like a wild
spider
beast
would be
did this
sneaky.
to it?
from afar, I don't think so. Do you have any spells that can do that?
No, I'm just saying, like, as I go, if there's signs of animal life
Oh, okay.
amongst the
are
wasteland.
you asking me or are you asking
I'm
him?
asking you.
Oh,
I was
okay.
clarifying for him because he was.
I was asking.
Then yeah, it's you don't really see much, but again, it is very windswept this area. So if there were like trails or tracks, it's probably. I mean, it could have. You don't know if it would be like if you stepped here now, maybe tomorrow your tracks would be gone.
Gotcha.
You know, it depends on how heavy the wind is blowing and whether there's any kind of windbreak around, which there is not much
Okay.
at the moment. So, you guys managed to get up close to this thing, and you can get a little bit of a closer look at what's inside there.
Coming for a landing.
Is there anything magic?
No, nothing magic.
I go into the wagon.
Okay, yeah.
Guidance.
Thank you.
Good luck, bud.
You
Thank
don't see any spider holes. You're pretty familiar with these.
Yeah.
We have sort of a weird vendetta against them.
Against giant spider dragons? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's weird, though. I think that just is a bad thing that keeps happening to people.
That's fair. So you look around inside, yeah, and it's it seems like it's probably been muted because just seems like there's been time and there's been erosion from sand and wind and stuff blowing through here. But it looks like this at one point was probably a pretty nasty situation. Does anybody have vehicle proficiency in this group?
No,
No, Smith
wildfire
tools.
does, but with boats,
Yeah.
with water vehicles.
Yeah. Wildfire and Rick, they're ready for anything.
Yeah.
With Oz to be a jack of or a wait, what's the thing? You're consistently skilled. I don't know what the skill is called. Consistently skilled, reliably talented. My memory is consistently skilled, but not reliably talented.
Yeah.
So you can make me survival check.
All right. Natural one.
Yeah.
You know,
Things in here did not survive.
everybody's dead in here, guys.
That's unfortunate.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so it looked like it was some sort of caravan
Well, it looks like this was a wagon.
in a caravan,
You don't
potentially.
that you would
Okay,
have no way
cool.
of knowing.
Is there like a chest in there, like with like supplies or a manifest or a diary?
Is there anything worth looking through?
I mean,
I give it a quick go over. I give it a rustle through.
okay, yeah, it looks like it's been pretty well torn through already.
How many corpses are there total?
There are no corpses.
No corpses. Good.
There is remnants of dried blood.
Right.
A lot of it.
Yes.
There are remnants of...
I can infer that there were corpses.
There
but they've
were... Yeah.
corpsed away.
Something happened.
Yes.
Something not good.
Okay.
Unless they were just carrying a wagon full of blood.
Yes.
Which maybe they were.
I can almost surely say that blood would go bad before it got delivered anywhere.
But...
Because
Okay,
you
first
know
I
we
want
got
blood.
bad blood. Nope.
No, it's not good blood.
Well,
Um,
and there is
does it look
bits of like dried out. It could be
Viscera,
skin.
yeah.
It could be
Gross
muscle.
stuff.
You don't know. It's almost like shriveled up to jerky status because it's been out here.
Prestidigitate? To make it go away?
Oh,
Disappear it? Like in the cleaning capacity?
sure.
Is it that little bit? You know, it's like
There's
Pieces of flesh stay, but they're very clean.
there are
that's
bits
worse.
that can be removed, so
Okay.
you do that.
All right. Does it look like people rustled through this at all, or does it look like it was animal attack? Like, are there like
I
closed
see.
compartments that I can open and check around?
Now it does seem like these things were like ripped open
Okay.
by maybe at least
Something
humanoid-ish hands.
with enough intelligence to open it.
Yeah, and you can see like claws.
Okay.
Like it looks like any kind of like crates or things like that, where like you can see very clearly what looks like four like clawed hands tearing things open.
Can we tell what it did? Like,
I
sure
nature?
can't
Can I
with
make,
my
like, a
survival
nature,
check.
or is it would be survival?
You could try. It's gonna be really high given the fact that this is real old.
So here's what I'm thinking, team. I'm thinking that we've noticed barren, lack of vegetation, which means lack of herbivores, which means lack of food for carnivores. So it looks to me like this was attacked by some kind of desperate, hungry animal.
Okay, I like that. And, I mean, obviously, it was a big, smart, hungry animal.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not cook anything on fires from here on out. Maybe we should just say no fires from here on out.
You said that everything's like kind of flat and barren, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like 100%.
Well,
There's like a little bit of, you know.
Well, I'm just
Are we
saying,
thinking like
something
Arizona?
this big.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
That's what I was
reasonable. Yeah.
Well, like
something this
Arizona,
big.
if it was like average temperature of 60.
Yes.
Yes.
Arizona in like December.
Yeah, it's not like we're not in a
Desert.
You're not going to freeze at night. You're not going to bake during the day.
Yeah.
It's relatively mild climate-wise, but it is in a similar visual acuity to a desert.
I have a
Open
question.
area, Yeah.
Does it seem like that is... Well, because we've been traveling for a while here. Has it rained at all? Other than, I think, we rained in combat that one time?
Well, that was in the village.
Okay.
That was
Right.
like a part of the instability
Okay.
of the tournament. Since you've been here, it has not rained.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out if it's barren because of a lack of rain, or if it's like if it seems more magical.
It's hard. You couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell. Cool.
But something this big, I feel like would be hard to it wouldn't be able to hide easily unless it blended into the surroundings
Natural
or was
camouflage.
underground.
I mean,
or because you guys were flying around a bunch, so I feel like if it like a big creature, you would have noticed like a moving dot somewhere.
Well, again, this is really old, so this thing might
That's true.
have starved to death in the meantime.
That's true. Fingers crossed. But I'm just saying we should be on the lookout for other things that might try to eat us.
Yeah. How about this?
Yeah, from now on.
Why don't me and Theron both kind of try and keep an eye over you and Bruce on your horses? You guys stay away from any kind of like
Well, why don't
cover, so if something's coming at you, we'll see it coming from far away.
I
Then we
just
can-
turn me and Bruce into flying things and then we can all just
Because you can't
fly
do that.
with
You
it.
can't do that all day.
We've
Ah,
been
we
over
can do
this every episode where we do this.
You're
Okay,
right.
cool. So let's fly around them in like a circle.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of like be like a moving circle, and we'll be on opposite sides and just kind of like vultures of protection and
Yes.
Aw, love vultures.
love vultures.
Love vultures. That should be our team name. We're the Love Vultures.
Honestly, it's like a cool.
Wow,
grunge
that's way
band.
better than anything you ever came up with 5 or
Just
6
did
years
it.
ago.
Right now, Bruce, you're one of us. You're one of the Love Vultures.
Love
He's-
vultures.
He's like, well, no.
I mean, hey, we're
If you don't like it, we are open to suggestions
It's
for
true.
other names too.
No, I'm just here for the ride.
I'm just like compared to the other groups, I'm sure they're coming up with cool team names too. So I feel like we could be the Love Vultures. Because weren't you sweet on the little guy for a little bit?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
going
you
on?
know what?
Do you still
What's
like
going
him?
on with
Now
that?
that you
I've
don't
been
think he's
so-
a lady?
I have been
I
confused
fly
about
up and go in a
this.
circle.
I have
around
been
the group.
confused about this since we got back. And because I was there the whole time.
Yeah,
And I've been trying to figure out because he was real sweet on him.
yeah.
But he also thought he was someone else.
yeah, so that's what I'm kind of curious about. I mean,
So,
I'm not gonna,
like-
this is just between the Love Vultures, guy.
So Brucey, where's
This is
your
not-
love vulture hovering?
Yeah, talk to me, bro. Let's be buddies.
You're up next there.
Cloud.
I'm flying around. I
I call up to you.
As soon as you guys started going in this direction, I was like, doo, 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 doo.
I fly. I cast sending. You're next, bud.
So you just see a
All
star.
right. So the internet likes it enough. I task the internet. I task the 3 of you.
Yes.
Yes.
Design a Love Vultures T-shirt, and we'll make it official merch that'll be available.
On
Figure it out.
On it. Oh, we should get Ash to do it.
Figure it out.
Well, we should
Ash
come
will
up with
do
the
it.
idea.
Ash
You
will do
guys-
it if we pay them.
You guys
Yeah.
throw stuff this way
That's
too.
fair.
We'll figure
Well, as we
something
said,
out.
we should come up with an idea.
Clouds start to roll in. Not like supernaturally, like oh my god, clouds. Like it's just like you can see it's starting to get
Okay.
overcast.
Oh wait, can I do Druidcraft to see what the weather's gonna be?
Yeah, actually, that's one of the things. It does. Snow.
Guys, we're in for snow.
It's 60 degrees out currently.
It's 60 degrees out currently.
Well, she's a druid.
Magic don't
I'm gonna
lie.
believe her.
Unless it's lying magic, but like this isn't. See, snow.
All
That's
right.
like that. You're not too familiar with that. sub-secret school of magic. Lying magic.
Lying magic.
Some call it illusion magic. Others call it
Lying magic.
She is the best magic person I know. If she's calling it lying magic, I'm willing to go with that.
How does that make you feel?
To be fair, she is a half spellcaster level better than Flynn.
That's fair. It's true. All right, so it does start to get cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oof. Does anyone need an extra pair of mittens?
I could take some mittens.
I give you my mittens.
Oh, and I put on my extra socks that I got from the pile of socks. Is that this group, right?
Yeah, yeah. You found the extra socks.
Put on my extra cozy.
We don't have
socks.
the warm cube of warmness. Team C has that.
Which one's Team C?
Brina.
Ikaj and those and Brina.
There's a spider dropping behind you.
Right
Just
behind
so
you,
you know.
bud. Just a little guy.
It's just a little one. Just so you know, so you're not startled.
You just go over there. Oh no, you're stuck to me.
Wipe him on Pat's chair.
Oh, no cat!
That's still close to me.
I named the spider cat.
Aw.
All right. Well, yeah. Are you good for cold weather? Because apparently it's gonna start snowing.
She says, "No, I'm good."
Oh, I don't know. Actually, I do know a lot about horses. Do we have to do anything for the horses?
I'm gonna say it's hard to tell. I mean, I'm gonna say you guys probably have some kind of horse tack in this, like a blanket, horse blankets, and you guys can make a fire.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. I guess we gotta get going, right?
Yeah, we should probably move along.
Yeah. So, you guys move along for the rest of the day. Over the course of this day, the skies get darker, and it does indeed begin to start flurrying, and it does begin to start snowing. And so it starts to accumulate on things. And again, yeah, I guess we say that it's kind of not like really big hills, but there's little changes in terrain around, and there are sparse trees and little kind of shrubbery and things along the road. Because remember, you guys are along the road.
Mm-hmm.
Are you making two love vultures making a heart with their heads?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of too!
There we go.
Team Big Brain.
Because we're the love vultures.
Because we're the love vultures.
Love vultures.
God.
LV for life.
And then, as you guys are settling down for the evening that night, you've probably got about like 3 inches of snow. Fluffy, like powdery snow.
Not good snowman snow? Could it
Good
be?
snow angel snow.
Yeah. It is currently, if it warms up a little bit and gets to where like a mix, then you'll have your snowman snow.
Cool.
So maybe overnight.
I'll wait for that time.
Okay. So, currently, snow angel snow. Fresh powder. If you guys were skiing or had the ability to do so, you'd be in a good spot.
Can I wait? Hold on.
I can't ski. There, I can't ski.
I figured. Can Jake?
Okay.
I can ski, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not like I can go down a mountain and then ride back up and then down again. But that's it.
Isn't that all of it?
No, there's a lot of people that can do like slaloms and people who go through like the woods and stuff. And they're, there's a lot of skill level. I'm at the low skill level where like, if you were like, Jake, you have to get down this mountain on skis, I'd find a nice, easy way if possible.
Can Clash
Shouldn't everyone do that? I'm very confused.
No, because
She what?
in
Sneakily
an
make a
extreme
snowball?
sport,
Yeah,
the
with
difficulty
Runcraft,
is
I'll
what
say
makes
so.
it
Yeah.
thrilling.
And then can she sneakily throw it?
So for me, difficult is regular.
I know it's up
for
in the
being
air
good
though, right?
people,
No, we're on the ground.
difficult
We're on the ground
is more difficult.
So you can
jump out of
make
helicopters
me
and then jump off of big rock formations.
a dexterity check.
I agree.
Okay.
Um,
Seems fair.
Or, yeah.
Do we have anything to protect us from the weather?
A druid, maybe?
Maybe a druid.
I don't know if
We
that,
do
like,
have a
that's what I'm
druid.
Natural 20.
You get hit in the face with a snowball. There.
Oh,
It was done. You don't know who did it. It was done stealthily.
That eliminates one of us.
doesn't eliminate everyone. Ferdinand, I go give him a pet. You sneaky dog.
I imagine he would say.
So,
Do we have like shelter at all?
That's what I'm looking through
I don't
spells
think you
to
guys
see
have,
if I
like-
have any is
shelter creating spells, right? Nobody has like a tiny hut or a magnificent mansion
secret
or
chest.
Unless I can make Wall of Thorns into a slightly dangerous dome over us.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
Get a 10-minute power nap.
I mean that. Yeah, I guess if
I'm just
to-
spitballing ideas.
I'm not shutting down your ideas.
We should have grabbed the canvas from the ripped tent and used that.
That would have been a cool
Aw,
idea.
man.
Is there a tree nearby?
There is like a spindly dead pine
Is it
tree.
big enough to
Freeze
transport
drive?
via plants?
I'm gonna say no.
Darn.
It is. It may have been.
Because we could just go someplace,
At,
get a hotel, sleep tonight, and then
And
just
then come
transport back with
Well, we could
winter
do that,
gear in the
actually.
morning. We don't have a lot of money now.
I mean, I was just
Oh,
gonna
no,
say,
we do.
like,
We
Yeah,
have
money,
10,000
yeah.
gold worth of diamonds
oh, I was
for a
just
really
gonna say,
nice guy.
why don't we try to chase ride back to the... Actually, yeah, all of that makes sense. Oh, Clyde.
Yeah?
Extra
Why don't you
smart.
make your staff into... How many times a day can you tree stride? Just once, or... I forget what level spell it is.
So you said it
Transport
makes-
via plants?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
We call it tree stride because it sounds cool.
It's,
Well,
yeah.
Tree stride
Tree
is
stride
a
is a
spell
spell.
that doesn't do that.
No.
It's just everybody makes that mistake. because
I
it
can
seems
do
like that
it
should be
if
what
I
it
use
does.
higher spell slots included. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 total.
Okay,
available
we
spell
could
slots
do
for it.
the thing that we literally just talked about doing. Use your staff, make a tree, use it to go somewhere, use it to come right back.
Good.
So I don't think we should leave it overnight because it's a really powerful item, but you guys could go back to a town and get us some tents.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah. I could stay here and protect the tree.
Are you guys making a fire
Tree
here in the
defending.
snow?
No.
Not before we get tents.
No, we don't want to make a fire because there's a big predator around.
But it might keep the
If we
predator
go
away.
in a
But it
tent,
might draw that predator right on in.
Yeah, but I think we have the alpha predator, and I point up to Ferdinand.
Yeah, but isn't he going
How
with you?
big
Or is
is
he staying here with
Ferdinand at
me
this point?
to protect
He's
the
large
tree?
size.
Can he like Aragon style, like wing
Nah.
dome?
Maybe Flint. That's
So
I'm
one
good.
of us.
So
Okay.
you take the tree, right? You go to...
Well, it does take 3 of us to buy some tents.
Do you have 7th level spells?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has 8th level spells.
I was gonna say there is a spell, but obviously you didn't prepare.
No, I have Divine Word and Regenerate.
Well, if we
Correct,
get
for
a
7th
tent,
level.
can I just produce flame in my hand and like create like a little like hot box in the tent
Yeah,
with it
for all intents and
Just
purposes.
buy us
for our heat?
nice wintertime clothes.
I mean that too, but like in
I
case
know,
it
that
gets
might be
in
good to
case-
go.
I held up my magic ring of warmth and be like, I'm actually good.
Oh, okay. Buy me some wintertime clothes.
You got it, bud.
I'd like new socks. Nice thick ones.
Should grab some from the pile. They're very cozy.
I was gonna say also like control weather was a spell like in theory that you
Could have had.
that you wouldn't have had any reason to take it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like that's a lot of, what does that give you, 24 hours of control over the weather?
You
But it's
also
also an
I'll
alcohol spell?
also point out
8?
that you guys have access to, just as a future reference, Temple of the Gods, which is a 7th level spell that summons like a fully functioning
Temple.
Maestrin temple,
Oh wow.
or Druid Grove, which turns an area into like a bubble of fancy druid stuff.
These are high level spells, though.
6 and 7.
Oh, not terrible.
If it's the end of the
Don't have
day.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, for now, tent.
Yeah, because I mean I can't change that out until tomorrow anyway. So
Yeah.
for tonight,
Why don't you and Bruce go back, buy some stuff?
Cool.
Flint, Theron, Ferdinand, and Aslan, and I will guard your staff.
that sounds great.
All right.
Don't lose it like that one time I left you guys and you lost all your stuff.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll give
Fair
you. I'll
enough.
give you a sending if anything changes.
Yeah, then you
Cool.
can hurry back.
Cool.
Anything else while we're out? Besides winter gear and tents?
Why not, like, some soup?
Oh, I
Oh,
prepped
I
a.
can see if I can get some soup to go.
I have a spell where I can make soup.
To go. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Something
okay.
warm to eat. Maybe a little bottle of whiskey will warm your belly.
Do we drink?
Do you? Well, I don't know about you, but I was a drunk bear in a tree once.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
was a drunk dwarf in a tree. Didn't love it. Don't love being in a tree.
The next morning was not great.
Who's not a real dwarf now?
He
Who
said
said
to
that
no one
about
in
you?
particular.
Who said you weren't a real dwarf?
The Ricks,
Well, the Ricks kind of crouchy.
right? That's what I'm thinking.
That's mean.
I think it's an Evrand thing, because like,
They're all kind of off.
actually no, it's not. I've heard it in Faerun too.
Aww.
Whatever.
I just don't subscribe to the idea that a dwarf is one thing. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You're
That's right.
you're
You
just
make your
as
own
much
path.
a dwarf as anybody I've
You
ever
forge
met.
your own path.
I will. Because of the
Forge.
yeah, I got it and I loved it sincerely.
All right, so you
All right,
yours
go back.
go back.
Tree. Kabloo.
You go back. You get the stuff that you need, and then you come back.
Kabloo. Here you go.
Oh,
All right,
wow,
awesome.
That was fast.
Cool.
Right?
It wasn't that fast, but that's narratively how we're going to describe it.
I'm gonna say whatever amount of time it took, it felt fast.
Fair. Just so you know, you should be fine. Temple of God says a holy symbol worth 5 gold is the material component.
Ah,
But Druid Grove is mistletoe, which is consumed by the spell that was harvested with a golden sickle under the light of a full moon.
Oh, wow.
it's very
Because I'm like, I definitely have mistletoe.
Super
I
good.
will allow you to say you have one particular sprig of mistletoe with that specific thing from another time.
When I popped
that's
in,
just
when
good
I
luck.
wait, when we popped into town or whatever, is there like a magic shop where I can buy like mistletoe confounded?
Yeah, sure, we'll say there
What
is.
druid is in the mistletoe with a golden sickle under a full moon business?
Maybe there's a druid store. I don't know.
Yep, the Druid store. You're familiar.
if
Yeah, right?
Druids are
I was
us.
gonna say, like, if
Obviously.
scarcity, I mean, it's capitalism. Scarcity requires, necessitates
Ah,
demand.
yes, druids, the beacons of capitalism. I forgot. All right.
You
anyway.
don't
can only
remember
find
how weird my version of favorite is. Jake.
You can only find the
Oh, I
druid
forgot.
store
That's
if you're a
okay.
druid in need.
Yeah, it's like,
like
the
the store
Druid
of
of
Gryffindor.
it's the store of requirement.
Exactly. The store of requirements.
It's Druids R Us is a store of requirement. It's never around and it's actually closed most of the time. But when you need it, if you happen to be in the right place, it shows up. And it's like, hey, here's this really specific thing that you might need.
True magic.
We also have oils worth 100 gold or whatever in case you need to cast reincarnate.
I'm just gonna stack on up from the druid store.
Do it.
And then you leave and oh my god, it's gone.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, that. Oh.
All right, and then you guys come back and you got all the stuff. That you
Wow,
need.
that was fast.
Sweet. Why don't we hunker down for the night? And Aslan, would you mind keeping watch? Because you're magic and don't have to sleep.
He's
I'm
fine
magic
with
and
it.
don't have to sleep either. Remember? I just do like woo.
Yeah, you're gonna help Aslan.
Yeah.
Cool.
For a bit. For
Plus
4
you
hours,
can
I
see
need
in
to
the
power
dark.
down for a sec.
All right.
I think we should all take one watch, though, with Aslan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Well, you can take 2
I was gonna say I'll be present for 2.
Okay.
because you only need 4 hours for a long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can keep someone company.
You can double watch.
I can double.
Okay, so you guys do that. Nothing happens. It warms up slightly on the overnight, so the snow becomes more snowball snow than fresh powder snow.
I make before everybody else gets up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make snowmen of all of us.
Okay, sure. You take the time to do that.
So everybody wakes up and they go outside. They'll see us.
Okay, you do that.
Oof, those are some ice cold love vultures over there.
Oh!
All right, guys.
You got it. That is so cool. Good job.
Thanks.
So nice.
I had extra time this morning.
So anyway, you guys.
So what's the weather looking like for today?
It looks like it's gonna get warmer today, and the snow is gonna stop.
Warmer? No more snow.
Cool.
That's great.
Pack up camp.
Back up camp.
Okay, you guys pack up the camp and you set out.
And we take the staff in the form of a staff.
That's smart.
Okay. Just wanna make sure that we didn't pretend
I would
to
have done
forget.
that as soon as we came back.
Yeah, okay. That's totally
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
Okay.
All right.
So you head out. And so this is what is this day? I'll say you travel for a couple days.
So question.
Yeah.
Great Food and Water says the food is bland but nourishing, but I do have the Magic Prestidigion spice pot. So does that
Oh.
work on the bland and nourishing magic food?
Yeah.
The
we'll
magic
s-
spices?
We'll say so.
Rest of the
Perfect.
berries.
I make us magic breakfast and lunch and dinner, and it lasts for 24 hours.
Nice.
Let me know when you want to eat it. I'll put some magic thyme on it.
Oh, okay.
And some rosemary.
I'd like some now.
A little pepper. A little salt.
It's like naan bread.
It's a lot like that. Anyway.
So anyway, you do that. Time goes by. I'm going to say somebody roll me a D10.
Do it. Do it now.
2.
All right. Roll me another one.
Okay. Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Slightly better.
All right. And Jake, roll me one.
I'm almost done with my rendition of 3 love vultures.
Okay.
Are we all going to submit our own designs?
I am not.
Why?
Because I don't.
I have very little drawing skill. I am going to assume that this will be something that it ends up somebody else taking and running with.
If I drew a
skill.
vulture,
Fair.
if you could understand that it was a bird, I would be impressed with my skills.
You know what? I would be too. Birds are hard to draw. Well,
So basically, you guys are about, at this point, you've been traveling, doing whatever you've been doing, and you're about 5 days out from Flavortown. And there's been, it's been more and more desolate, not exactly necessarily, again, flat wasteland, but still kind of different. You'll see boulders and rocks, and there's different, terrain pieces, but it's been a weird series of 10 days in this traversal here. It's been, the weather has sort of shifted from a variety of different seasons. It's gone from snow to sort of springtime rainy weather to sort of summertime heat, but not like crazy, more like in like the 70s, mid 70s. And then kind of that brisk autumn breeze, but there's no trees to have the leaves on, so it's just like purely in the way it feels. You get that feel when you step outside and you're like, autumn's coming. And you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
I live for that feeling.
I was going to say that's the best moment of the year.
Yeah, it's like
We have like
When the weather
4
turns.
days of that in New York, and it makes living here worth it.
Yep, exactly.
So all of that is going on, but there's more of the same with these abandoned and not necessarily caravans, but there are remnants of things along the road, whether it was like a roadside stand at some point, or like a cart, a carcass of a beast of burden, different things like this sporadically as you're moving around. Some of them seem like the wind may have uncovered stuff that might have been covered up by sand and stuff like that. But it seems like a lot of stuff as you're traveling through has been attacked, damaged. In most cases, it's mostly non-organic things that you find, like materials for vehicles or furniture or things like that. Occasionally, you'll find creatures or skeletons of things. Primarily, only like animals. You're not really finding a lot of humanoid corpses as you're traveling through here.
That's good. I think we can all agree that that's good.
Do any of
Could be
these
worse,
kind
could be
of
worse.
sites where we're finding stuff, is anything like jarringly different? Like, are we finding scorch marks that look like they were done by fire, or like,
Are there remnants of
weapons.
magic spells?
Yeah, like,
Or...
does it all seem like it kind of fits within the kind of some
Natural
kind of beast?
order of nature.
Yeah, it seems more of the same. The same kind of
Cool.
what you're seeing here.
Okay.
You're not seeing a lot of crazy things like that's leading you to
Nobody's
believe
like petrified or.
No, it doesn't seem like anything like that. And all right, then as you get to on day, we'll say day 33.
Okay.
Ooh, almost there.
How many days total do we have?
36.
36.
You can start to see off in the distance what you imagine to be the city of Flavortown. And as you get closer, you can see it is very much like the way I've always envisioned it, which is the only way that matters because it's my freaking town,
Thanks.
is kind of like Agrabah from Aladdin.
Okay.
Okay.
Like those kind of buildings and that sort of style, and that's kind of what you see, the silhouette that you see as you're approaching.
See, I was thinking that it would be more like Oz, but instead of like green towers, it's hot dogs.
It's a little less on the nose than everything else has been so far.
Hot dog, hot dog.
All right, easy. I don't think you get sued by Disney because you're singing the Mickey Mouse.
There be giants. That's the name of the song.
Is that really what it is?
There be giants.
Interesting. So anyway, you guys are making your way closer, and the frequency of these things increases to the point where, like, before it was kind of sporadic. Maybe things were sort of unrelated and spread out, but as you're getting closer, they're almost like a junkyard or a graveyard of just piled up versions of all of these different things, just sort of like all strewn about. You're actually kind of getting to the point where you're starting to weave through these things. Like they're taking up the whole area, and it's bunches of different things that for whatever reason all seem to be inorganic in nature, but also the blood is still, again, mostly dried, but you can see it sort of painting a lot of these different things. Things are, for at least the start, it's mostly seems like arterial spray, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's just sort of sporadic and about. But as you start to make your way through to, we'll say, day 34, you start to see that the blood is almost being like taken and used to almost do like cave style writings and like paintings on things.
Oh, shit.
And that is when you start to see ideally the most unsettling things, where you start to see like flesh stretched and like attached to things,
Like
and
tanned.
yeah, and it's very clearly humanoid flesh. And you'll see like bones, like humanoid bones and like clavicles and skulls and things decorating these surrounding things all over the place. You'll see what was probably at one point like intestines strung out almost like garland.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I thought when we got to Flavortown, I'd be hungrier than this.
Yeah. I thought, maybe we get to try some yummy food that might enchant us or something.
Maybe
This
nachos.
is not what I was anticipating.
I was maybe not this, but something.
Yes, but not this.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking of like delicious stuff.
Oh,
Remember that guy we
Flavortown.
met who was like, beware of the flavor.
Yeah, he was on a snail. He seemed nice.
Yeah, literally, like
I thought it was gonna
they
be
like
something tasty.
they destroyed towns and really slaughtered like a bunch of people.
Yeah, but they weren't from Flavortown, were they?
Those people?
You guys don't know? You never figured any of that stuff out.
I don't know. I figured based on how they thematically had food, weapons, and armor that they were.
Oh, see, I didn't put that together. You were
I wasn't there.
That lady
I
had
didn't put that together.
the lady I fought had a giant frying pan, and she covered me in scalding butter. So I thought from there that they were from Flavortown. I thought we talked about
Oh my
that.
god, is Flavortown cannibals? Is the flavor human flesh?
Oh, see, just like that
Or just
stuff
like
those other guys
people
had.
flesh?
Guys.
People flesh?
I
So
don't
at
have
this
any
point,
answers. Let's keep going.
it's the end of day 34 amidst this crazy, creepy junkyard stuff.
Nobody likes this.
And I think this would be an interesting point to... I was going to do it earlier, but this makes a lot more sense and is more... So as you guys... Are you making a fire here amidst the junkyard?
I was going to say a hard no.
Okay.
Hard.
All right.
No.
So my
Hi.
question for you is, and this would be an interesting thing for the internet to hear, why don't we take this lack of campfire but turn it into a campfire scene and discuss what you all remember about what you ever actually learned about the original campaign and Flavortown.
I love this idea, but first, Bruce, you never answered us about Oz.
And he's just like...
He's been putting it off for over 10 days.
Yeah, I let him put it off for 10 days, and now we're having this non-campfire
Lack of
chat,
campfire.
and it's still kind of bugging me. I mean, it's none of my business. You can just say, like, hey, buddy, my love life is none of your business. But, yeah, I'm just curious.
And he's like, well, I mean, for one, that's a reasonable point that you bring up.
Full.
He says, I'm also not really thinking about anything like that when I'm surrounded by the sort of things that,
Thank you.
you know, in the weird way, it kind of reminds me of home.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
But not in the good way now. Like, before this would have been slightly comforting. You know, heads on pikes and whatnot, but then, you know.
That's fair. Oh, you see, I do the exact opposite. Thinking of things like that, like love and the future and hope. That's what gets me through dark times like this.
Ah, well, you know, when you are the definition of many people's dark times, perhaps it is a little bit different.
I don't know. So, yeah, I'll take that for you.
So, more reasonably, though, what do you know? I really don't know anything about what we're doing here. I know we're coming to do this thing because it's part of the prophecy. But you guys are from here, and you mentioned that this was the thing you were looking to do at one point. What do you know about all this stuff?
I will lay out everything that we know, okay? So, we started together in Phandalin, okay? And we were adventuring through that, and then we did a whole bunch of other stuff. And every time anyone mentioned Flavortown, they're like, ooh, Flavortown. People who go there never come back. And we thought it was because it was awesome. So we never went there. And then one time there was a guy, I think he was a little guy, and he had a big white beard, or at least that's how I remember it. And he was riding a giant snail. I came in there at some point.
I wasn't there in Phandalin.
Yeah, I feel like you've been here the whole time now.
Aww.
So he was cool, and he leaned at us and he said, beware the flavor, or something like that. And then he zoomed off on the fastest snail I've ever seen.
It was giant.
The biggest snail you've ever seen.
It was huge.
The third biggest snail?
It was top 10.
Yeah.
Fuck, where was I?
So anyway, people go to Flavortown, they don't come back, so we were like, nah, we shouldn't go there. And then we were told, beware the flavor. And then there was a weird symbol thingy. Did that have anything to do with Flavortown?
It did. So then
We
there was
found a flesh bit with a mark on it.
No. There was a guy who stole a bunch of stuff from us, and then a paladin who was cool but brusque, named Payne, killed all those guys and cut off yeah, they were jerks. I still remember their names. Pete, Jack, and
Sybil.
Sean, but with H.
Oh, like savages.
Yeah, like the worst kind of Sean.
Good.
And he sent us the chunk of their flesh with the symbol on it.
So then we started looking for where the symbol was, which led us to a couple different places, and eventually led us to Candlekeep, where we got attacked by the people who presumably were represented by the symbol. And I think it was like a pitchfork. Yeah, it was after you left.
Okay.
It was kind of like a pitchfork crossed with like a spoon or something. I don't remember.
But now we think it was a regular fork.
Oh, fork and a spoon.
So it probably wasn't a spoon.
Might have been a spoon.
So then, so we got attacked by these guys, and we barely got out with our lives. And Candlekeep was destroyed. And then we found out that these guys with this symbol, for some reason, hate us and killed several towns, so we wouldn't have anywhere to go. And then we were like, oh shit, I think we gotta go to Flavortown. And then the guy we were traveling with said, well, there's no way it'll flood. And then it flooded and we died.
Because he had a magic ring of sarcasm, which he could use despite not being able to use the syntax of ironic.
Yeah, he didn't really understand sarcasm or irony. He would just say words.
Yeah. Like, man, I hope it doesn't rain currently.
Which is not sarcasm.
No.
No, it's just a sentence. Yeah, I think that's all we ever found out.
So we really don't have much to go on here.
But we do know
Well,
that
good spirits.
But if you see someone in a giant, it's basically kind of your suit of armor, but like 3 times as big and clunky and less cool, right? Cool's the word?
Less cool, yeah.
Less cool. If you see any of those are the guys that hate us and try to kill us for some reason. They, from what we gathered, we had been foiling their plans, but not on purpose. We just some lady gave us a map, so we went to where the map said, and then we went up north because it was cold and there were wands.
I made friends with wolves.
We made
What? They were nice.
They ate Buttercup and
There
Cherry.
is no proof of it.
Why?
And you
Why
shouldn't
would you prove
leave your cattle tied up in the middle of a wintry mountain.
Maybe
Do you know
you
how many
should.
different predators are up there? It could have been anything.
Yeah, looked like wolf bites.
And
I think that's
I'm
a
sorry.
frostbite.
Who's the nature person here? Who recognizes bite marks?
You know what? About 50-50.
Yeah, that's actually very reasonable.
And he says,
I agree with
That's
you.
better odds than I would have
he
given
says, well,
myself.
that is
I agree with you both.
relatively enlightening. So thank you. I appreciate the
So
information.
that's what's going on.
That's, I think, all we have.
To go.
And he's like, gotcha.
But I was dead for a while, so, like, I don't know if I forgot stuff.
I mean, that's fair. I've been dead.
I was insane for 50 years, so kind of same.
Well,
I've never had a good memory.
well, it'll be an interesting time.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we'll
Certainly won't be boring,
I
based on the decor.
I mean, yeah, it's
Ooh,
Wouldn't it be nice though?
Since there's so much blood,
if we were just like, hey, could you guys just stop? And they were
put
like,
on my cape
Right.
cast. Can't
That'd
do
be
that.
great.
and he's like, you'd be surprised how often that works.
all right, maybe I'll try it.
It says, I mean, it can't hurt. I mean, it worked for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See?
But I would imagine. And he looks at it. And he's like, you know what? I really don't know. I was gonna say more reasonable, but you know, it's sterile, I suppose.
To be fair, you did love one of the people in the group that was trying to tell you to stop. And we don't have that yet.
We don't, so we need to find someone.
I'm looking at you guys because I've been told
To
that
be fair, you have the best record in the group.
I do
That is
not.
You do too?
I mean, she
You
kind
got
of
it.
chose me. It's not a big deal, guys.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It's not a big deal.
I just it's fair.
All right, and with that, folks, we are gonna take a short break, and we'll be back after these messages. I don't know.
We don't have messages.
We don't
right?
have messages.
We lied.
We love you.
Sorry.
We have message. The message is be right back.
We're gonna pick up where we left off, which was the party had discussed the little bit they know about Flavortown.
Based on your recollection, Ted, did we leave out anything important?
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
Not that we learned.
No.
Yes,
No.
that's a fair point.
Pat's characters knew everything about it.
Ah,
He had the full lowdown. He just never told anyone.
died.
Yeah. Hey, what are you gonna do?
Died, and no one liked him enough to bring him back.
Yep. I mean, he was the cause of multiple issues with the party. At least TPK, murderers of innocence.
Getting run out of that one town.
A regular old fight.
Well, Roland's dead. You guys killed him.
Yeah, well.
Well deserved death.
Yeah, we did. Well,
Yeah, we killed him.
Killed him by inaction.
no, later we killed him.
Oh,
He
yes,
took Ferdinand.
and then we killed him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was thinking about the first time.
Yeah, no, he took Ferdinand.
Took Ferdinand and tried to bail?
That,
Was I there for that?
Yeah, we played through it.
Yeah.
You played through it.
Clyde was the only one of us that was there.
Yeah.
I think it was Clyde,
Yeah, it was online.
Rick, and Oz.
Oh.
Remember the whole Zelda
And
dungeon?
Wildfire.
Oh, yes,
That
right,
was
that's right.
the whole reason was to find Ferdinand.
That's right. Sorry.
Somebody needs to write. Somebody needs to watch the recaps that we
Right,
write.
right. Well, because I for some reason thought you were talking about like he tried to steal it like back in during the original campaign.
No, you're wrong.
He would have.
He would have, but I was just
Oh,
like, I don't think that happened.
He would have
when I was
tried.
there.
Well, anyway.
Anyway,
You're right. Back then he wouldn't have tried.
so we're in this desolate wasteland and heading towards Flavortown, Ted.
Yes, you
Lead us on
are.
this imaginary
you are
journey.
On day 35. 36.
Right around the corner.
Now I'm kind of happy that the magic food is bland. Like, I don't want anything spicy. I just want like
I
bread.
don't want flavor.
Yeah, so you're meandering through this desolate wasteland of dried blood paintings, bones, strung up viscera, and tanned human or humanoid flesh amongst destroyed pieces of.
Do you guys want to
Carts or-
slow down at this point?
Well, here, I think we should slow down. Nah, not really. I want to get there. I don't want to stay here too long.
Yeah.
I think that we should either you or I take turns flying up and peering around any of these blind corners to make sure we don't get like ambushed.
Okay.
And I would also like to kind of keep note of the
Yeah.
blood
Yeah, for free
cave
all the time.
paintings
Right.
to see if there's any kind of theme or reoccurring images.
Also, pass without tricks.
Also, that yes, that
Okay.
As much of that you as you can do.
that
For
will
free forever.
Yeah, that's fair. Just want to check.
Except quieter.
Yeah. I just want to check one thing. Just pass without trace.
My spells sound like sci-fi weapons.
So it's only while you're within 30 feet of her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So if you are flying up higher, then you would not have the benefits of that.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Cool.
So you you fly up, and when you're flying up, you can see that this sort of wasteland of caravans and carriages and all sorts of different inorganic material is vast, and it goes on for all around the place. And you can see that as you get sort of and it continues almost all the way up to the exterior of Flavortown.
Okay.
And you continue to meander through, and you don't see much. Well, make me a perception check, actually.
Are all of the caravans pointing away from Flavortown?
It's all sort of
Okay,
just
cool.
smished and.
I just wanted to see if
mishmashed.
it was like an exodus.
23.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really see much in the way of like movement. You'll see if wind is blowing, you'll see
Tumbleweeds.
not tumbleweeds, but you'll see like some stuff, maybe some skin or innards flapping.
Skin flag.
Yeah.
Waving in the wind.
Yeah.
Giant hairballs.
Can I get you to unplug the amp because I can hear
Sure.
the reverb from it. There we go. And then you guys continue on to the end of day 35, and you get the feeling that yes, you can see lights in Flavortown at night. You're still a ways off on day 36. It'll probably be, I don't know, lunchtime-ish by the time you make it into Flavortown.
I think that's a perfect time to get there.
My
So
stomach
it's
rumbles.
very, very light out.
But
Peak daytime.
I tell it to shh. Not now. Stomach.
So, on the so while you guys are resting for the evening of day 35,
Can we find like a secluded place? Because it's like starting to be. I mean, are there any like structures at all, or is it
no,
just
it's all like remnants of. I mean, like maybe carts or roadside stands and things like that.
Let's find like a good roadside stand to like hunker down behind.
Yeah. And as the time goes on through the evening, you occasionally throughout you hear like howling and like screeching and like yips through the night as time goes on from a variety of different directions.
Hmm.
And it seems as though whatever these things are that are making these noise may be communicating with one another.
But they seem to be nocturnal. Based on
You
the fact,
didn't hear it during the day,
based on that fact. That's
but you
what
hear
I
it now.
Okay.
Do you think it would be a good or bad idea if I had Ferdinand pop up there and do some big scary growls
Oh,
and breathe a
definitely
little
bad.
fire?
Bad.
Well, if these are just, they're
Yes,
yeah,
but there's lights on in the city.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well,
That's a good point. Okay,
So-
cool.
I'm not saying we're undetected at this point, but I mean, why
so that
play
you
our
know.
trump card from the get go?
Oh, that's a good point.
It's okay, Aslan. You're the ace in the hole.
Cool.
Cool. I don't think there's anything for me to do as far as preparedness
I was
goes.
gonna say, I don't think I have any spells to switch.
I'm all attuned up.
No, but I
good on spells.
am going to.
Unless we think I'll need foresight for anything, and I can switch something else out.
Yeah, I'm going to swap out. Ugh. Swap out Divine Word.
Are you
Cool.
using that spell gem
Yeah, every day.
The gem
or the pearl of power?
Oh, sorry. No, I have the Pearl of Power.
Okay. Can I have the spell gem?
I don't.
Oh, never mind.
I
It's the gloves of. Do you think the spell gem or the ring of protection would be better? Because I could put a second Aslan in the spell gem, or some other long spell that I can then cast in an action.
Does it have to be a spell that you can cast?
If I'm gonna use it from the spell gem. Oh no, they can. Someone else could store that in there.
I forget how spell gems work. We always go over this. So
if there's a spell stored in there and it's of a, I think
if it was a spell in there, but it had to be one that you
are capable of casting.
Capable of casting.
That's what I thought too. Because if I was going to put a spell in there, I would put Magic Circle in there.
Okay.
Which takes 10 minutes or a minute to cast. But if I had it in the spell gem, I could cast it in an action.
It's a good idea. I mean, you could put it in the spell gem either way, if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but you have to attune to the spell gem to be able to cast from it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we can put in the spell now, and you can just take an hour and swap your attunements later.
Yeah, but the reason I would want it is to have it when I need it, not in an hour. Because then I could just cast it then, and it would be in 10 minutes.
Oh, no. I just meant, like, have the spell already prepped in the stone.
Right.
So you don't have to, like, if you switch to the stone, you switch your attunement, then you don't have to burn a 4th level spell to prep it. That's what I'm saying.
It's a 3rd level spell,
Oh, okay.
which is what the spell gem permits, is up to 3rd level.
Okay, cool.
Yes, but the whole idea about having, that's why I'm talking to you guys about this tonight versus tomorrow, is do I want the spell gem or do I want the Ring of Protection? Ring of Protection's useful all the time. Magic Circle's useful occasionally, and I can smite it.
I would say, hear me out. You
Me.
use the spell gem, and we give the ring to Ferdinand. You got fingers, brah.
Cool. I love it. Sounds great.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
All right.
All right, and I will put
Check that.
put that spell in there.
All right.
Okay. So, day 35.
Day
You guys are traveling. Or sorry, no, dawn of
Day
day
36.
36.
Yes. I'm
I
gonna
imagine
undo
in
the
like
thing I was doing.
Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Dawn of day 36.
Yeah. 4 hours remaining.
Cool.
You missed that.
So you guys are traveling through the wasteland of junkyard, desolate, bad times. That's the official name.
That's the
I
official
love the
name
canonical
of the
name.
The wasteland of desolate
Bad times.
And you start hearing those yips and those howls and the screeching sound during the day. And they sound more, if possible, excited.
Okay.
And more frequent,
Okay.
and as though they're making their way closer to you.
Are they coming from
They're coming from kind of all around.
Oh.
Like
So it's not like
worst
something that's
velociraptors.
coming from the city.
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, it's probably not coming from that direction. Ideally, all the other directions around.
Ooh, I would like to try and identify the yips. Can I do like a nature check to see if it sounds like any animal language?
could I?
An animal
Do that as
handling
well?
check?
You guys could, you could try.
I'll try to.
Sure.
No, probably not.
Survival.
Is it survival or nature?
11.
14.
Whichever you prefer.
16.
Yeah, you guys are not familiar with what.
19.
I'll be
You're
honest.
not familiar with what these are.
I'm pretty sure
27.
that this is what's been doing all the problems out in the wasteland.
Probably. We should probably move away from here as fast as we can.
See, but that's the
towards
thing,
city.
though. Do we want to go fast towards the city, which seems like maybe what they are excited about? Because I don't hear them coming from the city direction, so they could be trying to maneuver us there in a way that will make us move unsmartly. We don't want to move unsmartly.
No, very smartly.
Smartly would be,
Does anybody
yeah.
want to see if they can see anything from above?
Okay, but at this point,
Yeah.
they would be able to see us from the city, and we know there are lights.
That's true.
Which means fire of some sort, which probably means sentience.
I cast
of some
Arcane
sort.
Eye.
Yeah.
Okay, and what direction are you going with your eye?
Pretty.
Up.
Okay.
So I can get an overview of what's going on.
I feel like we should have been using this for so long.
Right?
Making up for lost time now.
Again.
Yeah. So I'll say that you guys travel before this. At this point, you were about. We'll say. We said you were about 4 hours away from the city.
8 to noon.
So we'll say it's like 11:30.
Oh no.
And your eye starts coming up, and you can start to peer around with your 360-degree eye vision. You see way closer than you thought, as though moving. The sounds were emanating from things much further away. You see.
That's a terrible noise.
Right?
8 of these. You've never seen anything like this before, and you can see kind of 4 and 4 on either side, sort of like they are very clearly humanoid looking creatures, but they're not moving like a humanoid moves. They are sort of very almost animalistic, like spider-like, like climbing over the things, moving at a pretty rapid pace, and you can see that they are there is like remnants of clothing on these creatures. They have massive claws on their hands, 4-fingered claws with thumbs. You can see sort of very almost not like distended, but open, large, very sharp, sort of almost muzzle-like snouts coming out of their mouths, and you can see that they have like adorned themselves with. You can see like smeared blood, and you can see bits of viscera as like
Scarves.
clothing decoration as they're climbing over this. And then from a ways off behind you, you can see one that looks like this, but it is significantly bigger.
Okay.
Like these ones are medium-sized creatures, and this one is large size, and it is sort of almost like hulking, and it is kind of walking, doesn't seem to be in any rush, and is walking with purpose towards you, kind of following the path that you've been making, or that you've been following. And it's just kind of just like very much like a Jason in a Friday the 13th, just like no worry in the world. Just
so
walking.
This guy isn't doing the weird spider.
No,
thing.
he looks the same, just bigger, but he's just kind of just walking. And they are like
Mad Max.
I'm gonna throw all of that stuff out at you, and real quick, I'm gonna be like, do we stay and talk to the big guy? Do we fight these guys, or do you turn into a bird and we just fly over to the city?
Well, you should turn Bruce into a mouse.
And at this point, I'm gonna
into
say roll for initiative.
All right.
I think that's our go. We just ditch Bruce's horse and Clyde's horse.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Let them eat the horses.
Sorry, horses.
Oh man.
Well, you know what?
Rolling like shit.
If you bring horses into these sorts of things, you have to accept that there's a good chance that they are going to die. 9.
Much like oxen.
We are not having this right now.
Not now, Clyde.
Just saying.
All right. So, or do we just run away into the city?
Yeah.
Into the walls?
I think we bail.
Bail turn 1. If we're going to bail, there's no reason to wait. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. There's no reason to fight these guys for a little bit and be like, ow,
And
they
with
actually
spells
hurt.
and things.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I am polymorphing. Bruce.
Well, hold on. We gotta figure out who's going when.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know. I'm just
we are.
turning my turn out of that.
No, you are turning into...
No. She needs to polymorph Bruce.
Why?
So that we can carry him out too. He has no way of flying.
Yeah, she could just carry him as a giant eagle.
Caca!
She doesn't have to waste an extra spell slot.
I could just
You
wild
just
shape.
Wild shape into a giant eagle, grab him,
Yeah.
disengages your action,
Cool.
and then you still have that 4th level spell slot.
Okay, so what
You're so smart for it.
did everybody get?
5.
6.
It's bad.
It's real bad.
I'm sorry, 6. What did you get?
9.
Okay.
Aw, I get to go first.
Look at you go.
For us. The good thing about all of us doing bad together is that we have that nice tight grouping of pop, 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 pop.
Just a sequential bye, 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 bye.
Oh, say goodbye.
And you watch as this big, imposing, nasty-looking creature just, sort of sees that you guys see him, and he begins to just, bound towards you. Yeah, almost like Incredible Hulk in that really bad Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
movie.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's almost like jumping from foot to foot, and he is closing that distance pretty quickly.
With aplomb. Not with aplomb? Like the Hulk.
Like 160 feet, this guy just moved.
Alright.
And then...
I'm so supportive of our plan.
You watch as the weird little spider-like creatures that they are. You see 4 of them kind of up over the side, right into your midst, and then you saw 8.
I did.
At which point you see the other 4 burst up out of the ground around you.
Gross spiders.
And now it's their turn.
Yo, spiders be fertilizing everything, apparently.
People,
dragons.
They are acting like spider. These are very clearly not. There's no mandibles.
Yeah.
These are not spider creatures. The other
They're not
ones,
Spider-Men?
No, they're not Spider-Man.
That's great, because we would lose.
You better hope not, because you ain't flying very far.
No.
Well, pull him back down.
No, it'd be so bad.
Evil Spider-Man.
Ferdinand!
No.
One Spider-Man would be enough.
Okay. Yeah, they all have pack tactics. Let's go with 2 on each.
Cool.
So we'll start with Theron.
That is good.
Oh no, natural 20.
That's not anything I can do about that.
No, there is unfortunately not. So, you are gonna take 10 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 7 points of necrotic damage. I
Huh.
need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I am good at that. I am good at a 19.
Okay, you are good. Then it's going to claw at you.
Aha!
Natural 20.
Of course.
Nothing I can do
Oh,
about
hang
that.
on, wait. I forgot to double the damage. Let me add another 10 points to that last one.
Okay.
You don't have resistance to necrotic,
I
right?
do not.
8. And 8. And 16. 25 points of damage
Ouch.
with a claw, and then a second claw. Natural 1. And then a not natural 20 misses you, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's guy number 1.
Ouch.
Guy number 2. What about a 24?
Shield.
Okay.
Do it out.
Okay. Then the other guy will miss.
I've never felt more sure of a plan than I feel exactly at this moment.
Alright, Clyde, it is your turn. Or it's their turn to attack you.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
My mistake. Oof. Natural 1 to a 2. Great. Off to a good start.
Ted, are we still doing the thing where we can drop our initiative if we want in the very beginning?
Oh, yeah, if we can swap a room.
Because we had been doing that, and then we just kind of arbitrarily stopped. I don't remember if there was a reason we stopped.
We stopped because we forgot to do it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm asking
Yeah, we
now.
forget. Yeah, I know.
Can we remember?
We can remember.
As I remember.
I totally know we can remember that we did it.
We can.
So I'm asking if that's something
Can
we
we
can do with this one.
utilize it?
And it was never mechanically a problem.
Nope, that is true. Well, the qualifier for that was you had to figure out what yours was before you knew when the enemies were going.
Yes, but since it doesn't really matter functionally, since we're going in the bottom group after that.
If you want us to wait until next combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
And Celine, does a 24 hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she'd do that if she had that
I
option.
mean, I don't
Wouldn't
think
matter
it's-
anyway, still get hit.
It'd be great if you could do that for me. But
I
don't
really
know.
wish I could. That'd be a cool ability.
17 points of damage.
Okay.
You don't have piercing or necrotic. Does anybody have piercing or necrotic resistance? I'll just ask
No.
that
I
up
don't
front.
think
No,
so.
Alright, so then that'll get that out of the way.
Aslan.
Defenses.
And then another
Wait, how many points was it again? I'm sorry.
17.
17, thank you.
And then another 19. On top of
damage?
that. Yeah, another 19 damage, yep. And then this will be the second guy on you.
Oh, no, I made that up.
Get a natural 20. Pack tactics. These guys are really good. That'll be 16, 22, 23, 32 points of damage. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. I'll keep going with my attacks here.
+5.
Right?
Yeah. We were all just hanging out in a circle.
Okay. 26.
Okay, good. Does a 19 hit you?
No.
Or an 18 now, so okay, that was that one. And then the last one, that's a 17, trying to do my natural 20. I'm upset.
Nobody's surprised.
Is that what happens?
This feels like so many other combats. And you know what? The crit percentage against this group is so
In particular.
high.
Yes.
In
You have not
particular.
crit this much against Oz, Rick, and Wildfire.
I know I haven't. It's just like the dice
Ever.
know.
Yeah.
We're supposed to die.
We're meant to die. It's like, what's it called? What's the
Final destination.
final? Yeah.
20,
why-
23 more points.
It's like
Like
all of us have as many healing spells as we can possibly have, and it's still never enough.
Yeah,
Or
right.
not never.
That's
And not
so
only that-
32, you said?
We've
No,
been
no.
specifically boosted with our healing.
What was the
22.
22.
Yeah, and then this is to you now.
Go.
Twin spell
Guys,
heal.
Does
that was
21
real
hit you?
bad.
No doubt. Mine wasn't good, and I only got hit twice.
Uh,
It's legitimately time to run away.
That dropped
21
my
points.
health.
I need you to
by
make me a
90.
Constitution saving
Yeah,
throw.
I took, in 2 hits, I took 48 points of damage.
That's awful.
I-
We are definitely bouncing out of here.
Yeah.
+5. +5. 18.
Okay. That's that, and then that is 12 will miss, and then dirty 20. Oh, 19.
19 hits. That's the AC.
Dirty 20.
17 points. This will be the second guy.
That's going to be the new bar in Zoofell. That opens up.
The dirty 20.
The dirty 20.
All right, so it's a 19,
Yeah.
which we've decided does.
Their drink
hit.
for the contest is just 20 shots.
Go.
Nobody wins anymore.
13
you're
points, and I need you to make another
Right,
Constitution
do that the whole-
saving throw.
doesn't- No, what is it?
You
What's
want
it?
tea.
You want tea.
They don't let you on T do the contest anymore. Jerks.
Oof.
Because it's impossible.
That is a 12.
Okay, that's fair. So you
Portland.
feel as this thing bites into you with its just nasty, salivating, just
Maw.
grossness maw here. That you, I need you. We'll get to it. Just remind me, I have a thing for you on your turn.
No, he doesn't.
You can count on me, Ted.
Thing for Sean on turn. I'll remember that.
Is this a disease?
You don't know.
I'm going to try it anyway.
Yeah.
Or a poison.
That's fair. Alright, so then you are going to take from his claw 6, 15, 24 points. That was a natural 20 on that claw. And then that is 19, which hits. Which will deal 13 points.
Ooh.
And that is it for Flint. Now,
Bruce.
Bruce. Advantage. Level 7s is a 12. That will miss. 16 will miss. 20 will miss. Natural 20 will hit, though.
Yeah, see, this is the problem. It's like, I can bump my armor class up to whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Rick had it right. That's what Darren's thinking. That adamantine.
Yep.
8 and 5 is 13.
I should have remembered that.
Yeah, we might have been able to use him to get you a set of plate mail.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Is
What?
Bruce's adamantine his because he was working with
Craig.
yeah, Craig McNuckles?
We didn't.
We didn't establish
that.
it, and that's why I'm wondering now. Because it would have made sense because it's the adamantine forge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing math. I got 12 and 21, 30
But
points.
it was just a thought.
That's
as
fair.
in,
Also,
just now
undo
thought.
12 points of damage to you because you have Mizium half plate, so that natural 20 didn't do damage to you.
Good, yes.
Um,
Good.
Yes.
oh wait, Bruce
Marvelous.
Bruce has to make a Constitution saving throw.
My dice are doing it.
Plus 5.
He's got a plus 10 to start, so he's good.
Oh, good.
And he rolled a 16, so then he's got 2 more claw attacks on him.
Claw,
Which is a
claw.
miss.
Claw.
And a miss. Okay. So now it is the end. Well, no, it's not. It's the end of their turn. So big guy uses some legendary actions. So he will. He lets out like a it's just like an ear piercing like screechy roar like to the sky, and you see it sort of invigorate all of the ones that are there, and they're going to use their reaction to make a singular attack against everybody.
Okay.
And you also hear what just almost sounds like war drums, but it's actually just the pounding of hundreds of footsteps.
Well, this is.
Did you guys see World War Z?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was
That's
gonna
what
say.
I feel.
That's what I when he
feel.
said the spider crawling over things, I was like, oh, so like the zombies in World War Z when they're climbing up on top of each other.
Yeah, when they're in their
Well,
way
that was
too.
a natural 20 against you there.
Nothing I can do about that.
Not a thing.
31 points.
Ouch.
Then the second guy is going to attack you with a... You still have shield up.
I do
so
still have shield up.
That will be a 22, which will miss. Okay. And you don't need to make a Constitution saving throw because you reminded me that you're a paladin. You're immune to disease, so you don't have to make that con save.
Baller.
Celine, dirty 20.
That's
So 20.
AC,
Yeah, that's your AC. Okay.
Ouch.
That is going to be 12 points. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
We'll see how everything else goes.
That will fail. Cool.
Can I use a charge?
Yes.
You still have some. Yeah.
With my +5 that failed?
Yeah.
So that'll be yeah. So you've got 3 charges. So go ahead.
Okay. 22?
Good.
Cool.
Okay, knock that charge count down, and the second one
This is a wet
That's it's
will miss. You flint. That's a hit because it's like a 20 something. That'll be 12 points. And then a 22 for the other guy. That will be 17 points. Then it'll be Bruce, which is
under there, the blue one.
is a 24 is it's a 24 to hit. Does this have shield? No, they took it. I forgot they took it away. So he's gonna get hit for 16 points.
Oof. Ouch, guys.
Guys, this is
All right. Theron, it's
Cool.
your turn.
All right. First things first. Bonus action. Lay on hands on Flint to remove a disease.
Thanks, buddy. I was feeling green around the gills there.
Yes, I totally believe you. All right. I'm going to make a pro hero move. Okay. I am going to not disengage as I leave because I have an action I would like to do.
Well, they all use their reaction to attack you
Oh.
just on that from that guy's thing.
Baller.
Oh,
See?
nice. So we can just like leave?
Being a hero. That's what it does. Then I am going to use my channel divinity to do, what is that, Nature's Wrath or whatever?
Yeah, the thing that is real bad.
Nature's Wrath, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
But this could situationally be good.
Sure, it could situationally be
So
good.
right before I leave, enemies within. Oh no, it's only a creature.
It's one. It's
Never
real bad. It's
mind.
real bad.
It's so bad.
I thought it was creatures.
Yeah, it would be okay if it was everybody.
Yeah.
In that case, I
But
am.
that's how they get around the fact that it's so good. They make the channel divinity garbage.
Useless.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I am just going to. The big guy's not on us yet, is he?
He is. He could be in a turn.
Okay. But not,
not
right
currently.
this minute.
Not right this minute, no.
Okay, cool. In that case, I will just.
What did you do, Ash? Just type me what you
Fly
did.
away.
Come on, Aslan, run away.
Flying away.
Highway.
I was on Aslan the whole time. I guess I attacked twice.
Why?
So-
See if I could kill one of them in 2 attacks.
See what they're about.
And they are medium,
Yes,
and I am a mounted combatant.
correct.
So I get advantage on these attacks.
I believe so.
Garbage. But 20, because we're high level.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. Does Radiant do anything?
No.
Okay. 19 damage. Second time. A 25. And then 19 damage.
Okay.
Does he look jakey?
He looks a little more than Jakey.
Ah, darn. Okay. Oh no! Run away! Plan A!
And it seemed as you strike it, it does seem to be taking damage, but like it's one of those weird scenarios where it seems to like almost enjoy it,
Yeah.
like revel in the pain.
Well, I don't like it.
Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's too
Can I
stupid to
feel about
understand it.
suffering?
What?
I'm about enduring. Being about suffering is evil. Enduring through issues is good.
Fair. Fair.
You don't focus on the suffering. You endure
You don't
through
revel in the suffering.
Yes. Aslan takes his action to dash away all.
Mhm.
Okay.
120 feet, 60 feet up, and 90 feet over,
Okay.
based on mathematics.
Okay. The big guy will use a legendary action to close 80 feet of distance.
Cool.
So he is like he's there. He's already used his. Or no, he hasn't used his reaction, but he is like in theory in the fight. It is Bruce's turn. Shit. This is really bad.
We know. Plan A is run away. When Plan A's run away, you know it's bad. Usually we get like through 2 rounds of combat and then we're like, we are fucked.
Yeah.
But today, we retreat at the appropriate time.
Immediately.
Immediately.
So he's, I guess, gonna attack the guy that you attacked.
Um,
Or no, the guy that's fighting.
does he
him.
have any like
Runaways.
holding spells? Can he stop this big guy in any?
Meaningful way.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can hit him. That's a pretty good way of stopping people.
You might as well just hit that guy I hit then.
Yeah. You call from
Come on, good luck.
80 feet away or whatever.
Come on.
Fly! Flee, you fool!
Well, see, this is all happening at the same time, cinematically.
All right, so he will.
I just slap Flint across the face, hit that guy twice real quick, and get out of there before you guys are doing much. Plan A.
He will. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if he's got like any. Artificers have so much shit. Trying to see if he has anything that he can really do.
Smoke bomb.
No, they don't have those. They got rid of that one that did that.
Misty Step.
Well,
Nope.
we're all right next to each other, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So,
Healing potion.
no, he's gonna punch. I'll punch
you.
the guy that you punched with a natural 20.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes it giveth, I guess. And
Yay.
we'll kill that guy.
Yay, punching!
He had 2
Only
hit
we
points.
had 6 Bruises to fight these guys.
He had 2 hit points. So
Oh, okay.
slightly more.
Double
than
jig.
Double jig.
And then he'll attack another guy.
Discount double jig.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, with a 30. For 8 points of damage. Okay.
Right.
Nearly.
So can I bonus action wild shape into a giant eagle and then grab Bruce and go caw and fly away?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. You bonus action into Giant Eagle and then pick him up.
And caw fly
Yeah,
away
as an
towards Theron.
Sure.
And you had to dash away with your action.
Yep, dash away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hurry up, Flint!
What's your, what's your,
My fly speed?
yeah.
80.
Okay. No, just curious. So,
So you can go 160 feet.
Yeah.
you, I'm going to say it'll be your action to pick up Bruce,
That makes sense.
and then you can fly your 80 feet.
Okay, that's fair. Just 80 feet up.
I guess. You saw that guy jumping and hooting and hollering.
But because this guy is now in the shit, the big guy, he does have a reaction. Because it was legendary actions to do his other stuff. So, he is going to attempt a thing against Bruce. Because he has a reaction, specific reaction, where he can attempt to make a grapple check as a reaction. So we're going to try that.
He's probably strong.
Okay.
Probably.
He's not.
I cast cutting words. Oh, I didn't mean Bruce.
Oh, yeah, the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Bruce, buddy.
See, this is why it would be nice to have Ikaj here. Because he could stop this. With a mass suggestion and everybody...
Oh, I'm Kaj, and I'd be great no matter what party I'm in. No. That's what it's like to be around Jake and Akaj at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
When they're both in play. So he's actually going to grapple Bruce as you go to leave with him. And he grabs Bruce. So you are currently... You have Bruce. And he has Bruce.
Do I get to make an opposing strength?
Sure.
To see if I can, like, pull him out of the
With
grip?
the eagle's strength.
Like, in this whole combat?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the eagle's strength is.
Is it a check?
Yeah, it's a
22?
strength check with the eagle's strength.
22?
Nice.
Yeah, let me see what this guy. I'm gonna go back to this guy off of Bruce. That is a. It's an athletics check. I don't know if eagles have athletics. I
I
don't
didn't
think
see
so.
I didn't see it.
You
I
got
just...
sleight of hand, nature, insight.
They have sleight of hand?
Really?
Eagle hands. I'm always
You get a
always-
+9 sleight of hand,
They
giant
do.
eagles.
Oh my god, I'm gonna become a giant eagle thief.
The most conspicuous. Maybe that's
and yet the
perception.
most difficult to trace.
I mean, yeah, I guess. So he's gonna get actually a 25 because he does have athletics. So
Ah.
you're currently.
Oh, there's nothing I can do about that.
So
Bruce is kind of in a rack situation. This guy's got him around the legs. You have him around the shoulders.
Can I let him go and continue to fly up my 80 feet out of the way?
I'll allow it, sure.
Oh,
If you.
You can't understand me, but I'll come back for you.
I'll come back
And
for
all
you.
you hear is
She'll be back.
Are you? What direction are you going in?
Can I go on a slight angle away from this guy?
Sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, I got this.
All right.
Okay.
So now
If you want, I can come back and try to get
I
him.
got
Okay.
this.
Well, it's Flint's turn, and I have a thing for Flint.
I was cured of my disease.
Oh, I forgot you did that. Okay.
That's
so
my first move.
All right. So,
I thought so.
all right, then that's fine.
Snaring.
Okay.
Nature's wrath.
All right. I am going to have Ferdinand fly. He's gonna fly up to where Eagle Clyde is, but like below because he only has a 50-foot fly speed.
Mhm.
So, however underneath Clyde he can get, I'm going to run over, grab Bruce, use my Cape of the Montabac to Dimension Door right above Eagle Clyde. So I'm gonna drop Bruce off on Eagle Clyde and then fall the 30 feet or whatever, take the damage, have Ferdinand catch me, and then
Why don't you have Ferdinand going up to meet you immediately?
Well, he can't get as far as he can't get to Clyde.
With his movement speed.
He's 30 feet short of movement.
Oh, okay. Dash
you,
with his action?
You will take 8 points of falling damage.
All right.
You can take it. Now he's unconscious.
That was hilarious.
So yes,
you can hang it up.
and now I'm going to have Ferdinand. Now that I'm on him, dash. So we're gonna go further away.
Nice. I'm way ahead of you guys. I'm like, yes.
Are we out?
Well, I will say now that you are up higher and you can see this guy looking at all of you from this big guy down on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see just like the ground looks like it's moving. And there are just thousands of these things just running over from all coming up out of the ground, climbing out of all of those things. And they're all just like underneath you, just like scrambling. And he's just kind of walking amongst them as they're running all around.
Guys, this particular problem might be out of the hands of the four of us.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
Okay.
Go.
Counterpoint. We just attack him from up in the air.
I don't
So-
think you'd be able
From
to.
flying way up here.
Why don't we go into the city and see if the problem persists there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm cool with that. I'm just saying, if like we just all stay out of his range as we're like hovering, are we out of range for
Sure,
him?
I'll say so.
Okay. I know, Clyde. Okay. I'm not gonna cast Speak with Animals right now because I'm just throwing out an idea. I know you understand. You have very understandable eyes. We could, in theory, just kill this guy from up here with magic, and then that would be the end of him in the most annoying sort of way for him.
So what so are you flying into the city or are you attacking this guy from above?
Well, are we still in initiative? Like, do they go?
Is there anything
can
they
they get
can
us?
even
Is
do?
there anything they can do?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what it's planned for you guys at the moment.
Right.
Because as
No,
these
Flynn wants to go into the city and see if it
Correct.
persists.
I understand.
So
yeah.
I'm willing to say that I'm not going to be like, no, we have to fight this guy. Because I don't think that that's the group dynamic. If one person's like, let's go get Elfback if we can possibly.
Yeah,
Well, also,
I think-
yeah, that's true. But I also have seen Theron turn around to go fight a Kraken
Yeah,
when the
that
rest
was
of the party
100%.
was leaving.
that was different.
How?
Because we had a decent chance to win against the Kraken. But we had no chance. We have no chance of winning against these guys if we're on the ground.
I think we should leave because I'm hurting.
So
very
he, the big guy, continues to walk amongst his roiling masses of these creatures, and he points up at you, and you watch on their turn they begin to start like making human scaffolds to try to get up to you guys.
I just want a moonbeam right down the center of it until I'm level 20. And just like slowly and just keep going up. And it's just like 120 feet of just like filtering death.
Sure, you can if you want. It's not gonna happen, but you can do that.
Certainly try.
So are you flying into the city? Was that the plan?
Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, as long as they don't continue to pursue us into the city. If they go into the city at all, we're going to do my plan to kill them from above.
I feel like if they could go in the city, they would have. Or they are already there. Like, if it was as simple as like walking over to the city.
If the city's full of them, then we're gonna murder massive amounts of them from the sky.
Yes. But first I think we should get reinforcements.
Okay.
Literally call in every favor we have.
Literally, we don't have any favors, and no one else is allowed to help us on this mission.
No, none of the other prophecy people. We could get Droop. I could give Rick his stuff back. He'd probably help us at this point. Ace might help us because we brought...
Ace is not a fighter.
She could give us a map.
Of what? No one's ever been here.
You guys fly in, and you can see from as you're making your way towards the city in this last bit of travel, as these things are continuing to sort of just like climb up on top of each other, trying to get closer and closer to you. As you watch this guy just continue to just nonchalantly walk through these masses, just tumbling over each other. And eventually you kind of continue to fly, and you can see that there is basically, as you get closer to a city, like almost like a hard stop line where there are none of these creatures, and all of like the junkyard cavalcade stuff just stops, like a hard stop line.
Right. Before we get to that line, I want to cast Firebolt across it.
Okay.
Just to make sure there's not like a big old invisible dome of... Works fine?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Should we just land? Right over there? Well, past the line?
Oh, I was just... You keep flying while I land.
Well, because then we could rest outside of the city before we go in.
Why don't we just go into the city?
Because we don't know what we're going to find in there. We could rest outside of the city.
I would rather rest in the city after that.
All right.
You know?
So you guys fly across that invisible line, and there's sort of like a... Like, you kind of feel like you're going through, like, through a thing, and you watch in a very similar to, like, an Infinity War scenario with all those creatures at that, like, Wakandan gate where they're just, like, clawing at the side. Sure. They're not pushing through, though. It doesn't work like that. Right. They're, like, all at the outside and, like, mounding up on it, and they're just hard stopped by this, whatever it is, this line. And like it seems to be dome-ish because they're trying to get up to it. And you can just see that guy amidst them just like looking at you. And he just like turns and walks away. And like as he starts to walk away, they all sort of go with him.
Okay. All right, I think we might have figured out what we're supposed to do.
Is it kill all those guys?
Maybe. We're in the city.
Yeah, they can't go into the city.
We can't go in?
They can't go in. We can get in. But there's a giant magical barrier that they can't pass, but we can pass through easy. Easy pudding pie.
Gotcha. And the inside of the city looks normal?
Well, you guys just got through the dome.
Yeah.
Or this magical force field, if you will.
Caca.
So you're not like in the city proper, you're still like...
Are there walls to the city?
No.
Okay.
Like the city is kind of...
Are there any flat roofs?
There are some. Yeah, you guys. I mean, the city it's pretty big. It's a massive city, but this
the first flat roof that we see, I'm gonna go in for a landing.
Okay, you do. And as you're flying in closer to the city, you can see that like there are people in the streets moving around. Like everything is perfectly fine.
Cool.
Like there's like normal business, people talking in the streets, children playing, people laughing, like everything's perfectly fine.
So not even a Barovian air?
No, not at all.
Oh, wow.
Like everybody seems happy. smiles on everybody's faces. It smells amazing. Like
See?
every kind of delicious food
tasting
you could possibly ever possibly imagine. You can smell all of this stuff. You can hear the sounds of like sizzling meats and things, like fajita plates everywhere.
I have literally been practicing denying myself of nice things for this.
And yeah, it's just like you can see that there's a variety of different houses and structures and things, and you can see there's very clearly, like at the center of this, there's like a big palace, and then there's all of these things around it. Like, yeah, people are like, there's like a bunch of weird stuff flying into the city, and they're just like, and like there's kids are like, like someone gets hit in the head with a ball because they weren't distracted.
Good.
I like.
All right. I'm gonna hop down into the street and go up to basically like one of the first people I see.
Do we want to find a place to rest quick first?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to find an unoccupied flat rooftop.
Okay, you did that.
All right.
Oh.
I'd like to rest here for an hour.
I'm gonna pop down into the building.
Yeah, sure.
Is it like a single story?
Sure.
Like, all right. Pop in and be like, I'm gonna knock.
On the roof?
No. I'm gonna hop down.
Oh, I
the
see.
door
And then
knock.
go to knock. I see. Yeah. And you'll see like a woman will open the door and she'll be like, "Can I help you?"
Hi, man. We're new in town, and we just wanted
Welcome.
to... Thank you. We just wanted to take a rest, and we were going to use your roof, but I figured we should ask first.
And she's like, "Well, that's a little unorthodox. Like,
Where-
there's an inn." And she just like points like across, like diagonally across the street. You can go stay there. They're very, very good rates, comfortable beds, great food.
Some people like inns, we like outs.
And she's just
Little
like-
adventuring joke.
She's just like, "Okay."
We like camping out. And we're just going to be resting for like an hour. Nothing overnight. We just wanted to rest Ferdinand's weary wings.
Yeah. And our flying lions.
And our flying lion. We just, you know, it's
Flying
it's
lion.
kind of hard to get here. So
If
we
I'm
just
flying,
wanted to
I'm
chill for an
flying.
hour. I just didn't want to impose.
Okay, sure. I mean, I guess.
Thanks.
So, short rest?
I lean over and give him an arm back up.
And she shuts the door and she's
Yeah.
like, "That's good."
We're good.
Cool, great, thank you. All right, let's heal before we use spells to heal ourselves.
Oh yeah, before this I twin spell heal.
Can you
how
gain
much
any of
damage
those
do
spell
you have?
slots
Oh,
back?
wait.
No, but I'm down 100, so
Yeah,
I
but I'm
wanna use
saying you could use you don't want to use all your hit die yet.
Yeah,
You'd rather use.
I'd rather just
Spell.
yeah, because I'm getting twice the. What are you? What's your damage? Both of you?
I have 87 damage.
All right. Take.
But I can also
take 60 off of that.
Okay, I will.
Oh, sorry. Take 70 off of that.
Okay. Clyde might be more important to do this too, because Clyde got wrecked versus me.
I twin spelled on both of you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That was super nice.
so wait, what kind of healing do I get now?
70 hit points back.
70?
Yes.
Oh, joy! That puts me back up to full. That's my hit dice that I use.
I didn't take my short rest, so I get my twin spell back.
Nice.
And then I'll use a few hit die.
All right, cool. I will use a third level
Nice.
Does anybody else need more healing?
cure wounds on Flint for 14 plus 5 is 19 points, and then for Bruce I'll do the same thing.
Oh wait, how many are you doing? What are you doing?
For Bruce, I'm gonna heal Bruce up 16 points from 2 third level from one third level cure wounds on each of these two. And I'm going to then use Harness Divine Power twice to get those 2 third level spell slots back.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Well, you gotta take an hour to get your channel divinity back,
Oh, okay.
and then take another to get because it's an
Okay,
hour
so
to
I'll
get
do
your-
it once, and then at the end of our short rest, I'll do it a second time.
Okay.
Sweet.
And then I need you, Sean, to roll me a percent or a D75.
23.
You get a teapot carved from stone that sweetens any drink poured into it.
Oh, nice.
Like rock candy.
Oh. Use it for my coffee in the morning.
No more bitter tea, exactly. Okay, so you guys do your resting, and everybody uses a million hit die and healing spells, and you're back up to whatever.
Woo!
It's very cool. So, now that we're all rested and feeling better, what do you think our
move is?
Yeah, I mean, my instinct is head to the palace to see what's up, but like we know what's up.
Maybe ask around and figure out what the general vibe is of this place,
I mean,
and also what's going on outside.
The general vibe seems pretty content. I mean,
I feel like we should ask about the outside bits.
Is there any farmland that is within this
The dome.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
I agree that we should ask, but I think we should be asking at the palace. Like, we shouldn't just be asking random people on the street, like, "Hey, what's going on with that army outside of town?" Like, they're probably not going to have as much information as the palace.
That's fair.
Okay.
Maybe if there's like a guard somewhere.
I'm worried that there is a giant wasteland
Yeah.
and then just a city and all of these delicious food smells. How could there be so much delicious food in a space this size with this many people and no major farmland?
Maybe they have a lot of magic. They're having magic food.
It is possible,
Like
and I
Heroes
would
Feast.
posit that we should not eat any of the food here.
Okay, I can keep making food.
Yeah, I got good berries.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
considering
so
the only thing we know
good.
about this place is once people show up,
They don't
never leave.
And it's called Flavortown.
And it's called Flavor. Well, yeah.
And there's no farms for the food. Which
Yeah,
implies magic food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that we were all...
Or magic deliveries of food.
A lot of different ways it could happen, but
Mhm.
I don't know.
Either way, I don't think we should trust it like right away.
Yes, cool, good.
I agree.
Good. Secondarily,
No, sorry.
okay, I'm super worried that if we do something here... So, people don't leave, which means for some reason they stay.
Yeah.
And it could be that, like, that,
Yeah,
right?
it might be that.
If you
Might
make
be
it
that.
through, you're not going back out. And if you don't
No.
make it through, you're dead. Alternately, people magically are inclined to stay. Alternately, I don't want to accidentally do anything that's going to make this barrier go down.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, so far the plan is talk to people at the palace. I don't think that's going to knock...
Yeah, I'm just
Barrier
saying. I
Okay.
wanted to set like an overarching thing to keep in mind. And if I say it out loud, I'm going to do a much better job remembering it.
Cool, I'm glad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glad you're doing this for you, bud.
And you guys.
Thanks.
I just want to make sure we're all 100%
Yes,
on the
we
same
are.
page.
Yeah.
We usually are.
We don't want those monsters in here.
Yes.
Safe, common ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so to the original question, do you
Yes,
guys think we
balance,
should...
Oh,
let's
yeah,
go.
the palace. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Bruce?
He says, I mean, I'm following your lead on
Hey
this.
man, you are a love vulture like the rest of us.
You're just as much
Your
part of this
opinion
team.
matters.
He says, no, I mean, that seems reasonable.
I mean, you
Scavenging
actually,
for
I
good
mean,
ideas.
Bruce, this is the, you're kind of the perfect guy to have here, because you kind of had a kingdom in a bubble, in a sense.
I mean,
So,
yes.
Loosely speaking.
In a
But,
sense.
I mean, there's a. I mean,
There is a difference. You were
Much
the land.
bigger.
I've heard you say that, whatever that means.
You had a kingdom inside your bubble.
Right, but that was really my decision, and the people in this city seem much happier than any of the people.
But
I-
that wasn't the
food
point
so
I was
far
getting
definitely
to.
seems better.
The point I was trying to get to is if, when new people arrived in your land, weren't you the guy they ended up talking to?
I mean, sometimes they just got eaten by creatures in the woods,
Okay.
or they were
so
killed
barring
or-
that-
or turned into other things or cursed or a variety of different things. Only people of import were
Turn into
brought
pies.
them. Sometimes they were chopped up and turned into pies.
As long as this place doesn't have soul pies, I think it's a step ahead.
Right, I don't.
Tree food.
I think it's many steps ahead. That's not the point I'm making.
He says, right, no, sometimes they were used to feed a big tree.
Okay, again, still, none of...
Yes, to the
Whatever.
palace we
I have a
talk.
great feeling about this.
I mean, my area of expertise is very limited in this
Yes.
kind of a thing.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
what I'm saying.
To the palace.
I will stop asking for your opinion.
I'm so worried about this. I don't like this at all.
Should
This
we
whole
not go to the
city
palace?
gives-
Do
No,
you
no,
think
no,
the
no.
palace
I
is
think the
sus?
palace is the right
Do you
idea.
think they're sus?
When you guys
the
hop down,
whole city in the middle of this awful wasteland is suspicious. Yeah.
That's reasonable.
when you guys hop down and you make your way through the streets, yeah, it is just like a bustling city full of people who are people who are super happy. Everybody seems excited. Again, the smells are just assaulting your senses in the best possible way.
I was gonna say. Ooh.
And you can
A little
even
bit.
it's even to the point where you can start to you can even start to taste some of the food. Like you can taste all the different grilled meats. And, then you kind of walk past a place that's got like all sorts of chilled fruit beverages and smoothies, and it's just got that nice
It's okay,
fruity smell.
Aslan.
And then like the next area is like fresh breads and pretzels and all sorts of different things. And it's just this for like a while. And you do see occasional like livestock and things there and like pens, right? You'll see that like, different you'll see cows and chickens and things. So, there's some degree of
There's a cart that makes grilled mac and cheese sandwiches with an assortment of different toppings.
Yep, there is.
Mac and cheese with bacon, tomato, grilled.
All right, Sean is too hungry. Can we stop describing food and get to the point?
No, this is the whole
And then
point of
there's
flavor.
another, there's another thing that's like sushi burritos.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all of the good parts of sushi just wrapped up into like a full bite-sized burrito.
Next place is just like all sorts of dumplings and pot stickers, variety of different things. Then you got waffles and all sorts of things you can put in the waffles, different kind of whole little like a waffle, almost like a
Chicken
house made of
tenders.
waffles, but way better than the ones that exist elsewhere.
Okay, that's
Like
really
actually
good.
good food.
There's soup.
There's burgers. You got a variety of different kinds of burgers with all sorts of different spices. This one is
Smashed
just
burgers,
things you can
thick
do
burgers.
with different kinds of potatoes. It's just like a potato place.
They're selling
This one
potatoes
has
there.
it is a variety of different toppings that you can choose from to make up a bowl. The only way you could describe the contents of this bowl, crazy.
Crazy bowl.
Yes, exactly.
Crazy.
Oh, I miss Crystal.
So do I.
This gummy.
There's a delicious bagel shop with just like all sorts
Oh my
of
God.
The
flavored
fluffiest,
cream
the
cheese
And
thickest bagels.
with like
thick
the
with
perfect
juices.
egg wash.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then there's like a coffee shop.
We don't see the ice cream cat, do we?
You don't.
Aww. God, he's
The
gonna stay
only
buddy.
thing that isn't better than any food we've ever had in our entire life is the soup because Nona's is better, and the ice cream
Very
because
true.
the cat's is better.
Yeah, and there's
But
like,
everything else in the whole city is just better than any food
Or at
we've
least it
ever
looks
had.
and smells better.
it definitely does. And you can see there's other people doing other things. It's not all 100% food related. There are other people selling goods and crafted things.
Are
you know.
people chubby?
Everybody is some people are more fit than others, but everybody has like a
A little.
everybody's they seem like they
Sure.
indulge in
Like
in-
healthy German children.
That's oddly specific, but sure, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically,
Charlie
Hummels,
and-
if Hummels were people.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you thinking of the kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
No. Nope.
Okay.
I was thinking of like
'Cause he is a
the
tiny
cartoon,
German.
the Bugs Bunny cartoon of Hansel
Ah,
and Gretel.
yes.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, there is definitely a really, really good pizza place with like the perfect
Not
crust.
made out of mushrooms?
No, it's 100% made out of all of the good things that pizza's made
Why
out
would
of.
you make a pizza out of mushrooms?
That's true. Kaj isn't here. He doesn't know.
Well, I was asking that. I'm sorry. Mushrooms.
Cheesesteaks,
Ooh.
um,
Hot dogs.
juicy buns. Yeah, all sorts of things. There's, like I said,
A
you've got-
macaron store that only sells macarons.
Yep, you've got again
Every type of food.
all that you can imagine. But like I said, obviously it's with whiz. Obviously, if you're gonna have a cheesesteak.
You're gonna provolone on it?
What?
Are you a savage?
Cheese whiz is the only way to make a good Philly
Yeah.
cheesesteak.
But yeah, like I said, there is like you do see shops selling weapons and armor and like adventuring general store kind of stuff. You know, obviously the food seems to be the main focus, but there is a variety. There's jewelers and all sorts of general things you would find in a big major city.
Right.
And you can see there's probably, this looks like a place where you could buy potions or a library.
What
and
about
scrolls.
mistletoe that has been cut under a moonlight with a golden scythe by a druid?
You already have one of those.
Yeah, but you never have to.
Make
Is
me-
Druids Are Us one of the
Is
stores?
druids are us one of the stores?
Question. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your need to have that mistletoe?
Not great right now.
Manniness is not there.
You're right. You're right.
You answered incorrectly.
I
You
did.
chose poorly.
Yep.
I don't need it.
Honestly,
I,
which is good.
this is
We
fair.
appreciate that.
Can't trick the druid store.
No.
They do.
Yeah. So, you guys continue to meander your way through the city, reveling in all of its wonders and its very happy people as you make your way towards the castle gates. And you can see that the castle is, it's got guards out front, and there's kind of a big wrought iron gate that leads into the main castle. You can see steps that lead up to like an inner courtyard that leads into the inner palace itself.
Aha.
And the two guards kind of stop you at the front gate. They are wielding glaives, let's say, because it's different, I guess. Pikes, maybe, or halberds. I don't know. We'll give something weird
Aha.
that nobody uses.
What does Wildfire always say?
Hi!
Hi there!
Hi there,
guards!
person.
And they're like, hello? What's up?
Hi there, wanderer.
Well, we're wanderers.
And they're like, yeah, but you can't.
I'm
I
sorry.
think I got it right.
She's had a rough 60 years.
It's been a long time.
And they're like, they both like look
Okay,
at each other.
I would like to.
Actually, she's an elf. That's not an uncommon thing to say.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have.
I will announce to the guards that we just came through the wastelands,
And
and
they're like, what?
we have been traveling here for over 30 days. And
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
yeah.
You guys get something to eat?
You know what?
Tired.
We're
we-
okay
Did
right
you
now.
get a
We
place
already
to
ate.
stay?
You know, we haven't picked a place to stay yet. We just thought that we would come to the palace and check in and see if there's anything which is customary for us.
For new
Oh.
As
citizens.
we are adventurers
Sure.
and
Oh,
previously heroes of note. And so we wanted to offer our services.
Previously?
Oh yeah, we died like way back when.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
sorry to hear
So
that.
we were on.
You look great.
Yeah, well, we got.
I mean, you look like you looked better, but you look pretty good for being dead.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we got undead. Dead.
not undead.
Not
undead.
I'm sorry.
You see, like the white knuckles, not like this.
we got realived.
We'll look at Strahd.
They got
when you
realived.
say he's undead. And
Okay. We got realived.
Okay.
Which is better terminology. What is the right word for that?
Brought back to
Resurrected.
life.
Resurrected. Yes.
Ah.
I'm sorry. I didn't do that. Because that's way past me and my abilities.
Too much info. Just get to the point.
Okay. Anyway, we wanted to come and pay respect to the leader of the land, as well as offer our services as heroes.
And he
Is there
says,
anything needs doing?
sure. He says, well, I will make note. Do you guys have a name that you go by that I can let His Highness know that who to be
Have
expecting?
to ask?
Okay.
Has no one been picked?
He's
I
like,
feel like
I
no
love
one's been
vultures.
listening to me for the
The
last
love
30
vultures.
days.
We are the love vultures.
And he's like, that's a pretty catchy name.
Yeah,
He says,
right?
yeah, I will. He says, I will make note. And where will you be staying? Because we'll be sure to send someone when His Highness will have time to move.
How about you give us a recommendation and we'll go stay wherever you think would be a good place to stay.
Okay, sure.
Because
As
we
you
haven't
please.
made that yet. The reservations or anything. What's like a good place that's not like too expensive?
Okay. He says, and he says, like, when you say too expensive.
Like, more than, I don't know, like 10 gold for 2 rooms?
Oh, okay. He says, yeah. Let me use the chat because it's stupid. And I'll be like, yeah, there's no... It points over at a building, like, not, like a ways away. And he says, like, you see it up there? There's a big M on it. It's a Marriott over there.
Oh, okay. Great.
Nice.
Is there another, like, place across the street that's like the Wario? And it's not as nice?
Well, the Marriott, not the Marriott.
Okay. The Warriot.
And he says, no, we don't have any places like that here.
Okay.
But he says, anyway, if you stay there, we'll ferry it back to His Highness, and if he's available, we'll send a courier over to let you know what your appointment is for your meeting with him.
That is fantastic. We super appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, cool.
Have
enjoy your
a
day.
wonderful day.
You too.
They're so nice here.
Yeah, we nicely turn and leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
And go to the Marriott.
You go to the Marriott, and you guys get some rooms. They ask you if you'd like to join their rewards program.
No, thank you.
You know, I just make a habit of not signing up for anything because I know a guy who unwittingly signed up for a thing, and he just has remember when you had the insurance policy?
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that I know.
Right. I forgot about
It
the
ended up with
insurance
me
guy,
getting Ferdinand, so
Yes.
that was a great deal.
I know, but
Oh
it
my god,
made
that's
me
right. That's how we
think
got Ferdinand.
I know.
that I don't know how to read well enough to sign up for anything.
Complimentary continental breakfast with the waffle maker.
Ooh, what time?
It's from 6 to 11.
Oh, great. I'm up for some of those hours.
So, you guys are able to check into the Marriott.
All right.
Ooh, do they have a room big enough for Ferdinand and myself?
Yeah, we'll say that if you guys go for like a suite, you can get that. And they happen to have one available.
Sweet.
So you can get that. And there's like the common room with a separate, it's actually got 2 bathrooms. It has, the bedroom has a bathroom in it, and then the common room also has a bathroom.
Cool. Fancy.
So yeah, you guys are able to book the Marriott for, however long.
Cool.
As you wait for your courier to come from the palace. And that seems like a great point to end tonight's session.
Oh boy, oh boy. Guys, we finally made it to Flavortown.
Yeah.
I'm super not liking it here.
It has a sketch vibe.
Nothing makes
I don't know what
sense.
you're talking about. I have a great feeling.
I have a great feeling.
I love you like a brother, but I need you to have a bad feeling about this. I need you to have a good
you
feeling.
have that covered.
I know. I need you to have a good feeling about my bad feeling. Okay? That's important to me.
I have a good feeling about you, so I guess I trust you, so I do have a good feeling about your bad feeling.
Okay. Thank you.
But I also have a good feeling about this.
I super don't.
No,
I
like
have a
us taking care
questionable
of it.
feeling about this.
Uh-huh.
I think with Bruce, with us, the Love Vulture's got this.
I think love can conquer all.
Anyway, folks, we will see you next week for episode 115 of the continuation of this campaign as we see what happens that our party, after 6 years, finally made it to Flavortown.
Woo!
Woo!
We'll see what happens when the palace summons them. So be sure to come hang out next week, and we will see you then.
Bye!